No mai, haere mai, ki whakatū. A very, very good evening to you all from the Trafalgar Centre in downtown Nelson for a NZNBL Round 3 clash between the MBS Nelson Giants and the Auckland Tuatara. Hugh Bain in here alongside Phil Jones. And Phil, as we do in 2024, we start with the Sky Broadband Rapid League, and the last two unbeaten Rapid League teams will get the action started for us tonight. It's going to be exciting.
Yeah, kia ora, Hugh. It's going to be a tough matchup, I think, from both teams. The Giants have had a little bit of a shift in their lineup for the main game, which sees a couple of guys come back into the Rapid League lineup. See here on the table, both teams pretty evenly matched, and for points for and against, pretty close. So I think we're in for a good Rapid League game.
Points for and against, the key as well, of course. There's prize money if you finish atop the Sky Broadband Rapid League, but it's those points for and against that transfer over to the NZNBL ladder as well. So those are the columns the coaches keep the keenest eye on. And this Auckland Tuatara side, Sievert, Fitzgerald, Barrow, and the brothers Ledger, Josh and Will, at a Mount Albert Grammar School. Josh Ledger spent some time down here in Nelson, actually, playing for the Giants, and young Will in his second year with the Tuatara. You see in the middle of his screen, having a big old yawn, Nick the Wheel Barrow, and understandable, Constable Nick Barrow has a
probably come off back shift.
Pretty busy day job in the police force up in Auckland. And we see the MBS Nelson Giants Rapid League starting five: James Matthews, Hayden Jones, Tom Ingham. One of those players dropped down with the return of Sam Dempster to the NZNBL back from injury. There's the captain of the Giants for the first time in 2024. Aston Inwood, who started last week in the NBL. Another one dropped down to the Rapid League with an import coming into town, who we'll talk about a little bit later. And Ernie Kerr, the big man from Haast, starting in the 5 spot for the Nelson Giants Sky Broadband Rapid League team. The head-to-head, the rapid head-to-head, Phil, brought to you by Chemist Warehouse.
Yeah, look, it looks pretty even across the board. I suppose one thing the Giants do slightly better than the Tuatara is shooting a pretty good clip from the three-point line. Interesting look at the lineups is Tuatara have got quite a bit of size in their starting five versus the Giants are a little bit undersized, which they have been for a majority of the season so far, and could be a little bit of pace versus size, and see how that equates to either team winning the Rapid game.
Referees for the Rapid League game: Sam Pan, Corey Hogg, and Taylor Lynch. Tuatara in the grey pinstripes and the light blue of the MBS Nelson Giants.
Number 12, sponsored by Notches Concrete, Ernie Kerr. Number 13, sponsored by Roscoe, Hayden Jones. Number 23, Aston Inwood. And number 35, sponsored by On Farm Henry, James Matthews.
So it's Ledger and Kerr who will contest the tip. Josh Ledger just getting his groove on before the Sky Broadband Rapid League game. Good to see. And then told to tuck in his shirt. Good to see put instantly in his place by referee Sam Pan.
You know why they do that, eh? Because the referees have to have their shirts tucked in, so why don't the players?
If I have to, you have to.
Yeah, that's fair.
One of these teams will lose an unbeaten record in the Sky Broadband Rapid League this evening. And one of them will remain the only unbeaten team. The Giants went to overtime in their last Sky Broadband Rapid League game against the Wellington Saints. Ernie Kerr and Hayden Jones, the difference makers in the extra 1 minute period last week.
A little bit of an issue with the the game clock at the moment, just trying to get it right.
4 minute quarters. No timeouts, 1 player timeout per half for each team. And it's the Tuatara who control the tip. And here is Josh Ledger. Nick Barrow, and instantly they go to that size. Ledger going to work on Ernie Kerr. The right-handed baby hook rolls around and drops, and the first points go the way of the Tuatara.
Yeah, you see the Tuatara there, straight emphasis on getting the ball inside to their bigs and just seeing what the Giants can do. Pretty easy finish with Josh Ledger.
Matthews round the Kerr screen. Here's Ingham pulling up from the elbow, blocked by Ledger, but recovers. Comes off the big boot of Nick Barrow, so Giants possession.
Ledger making his mark on this game already with a bucket at one end, defensive play at the other.
So Matthews to inbounds, played, I think, every minute of the Rapid League so far for the Giants. The year 12 at Nelson College. Around a Kerr screen again. The floater from Matthews left short. And that'll be Tuatara possession. I think James Matthews saying he thought it was blocked. The referee's disagreeing.
Yeah, not a bad little move there by James Matthews. Just probably next stage of that move is maybe use his left hand away from the defender and less chance of getting blocked.
Ledger hands off to Ledger. Older brother Josh to younger brother Will. Tip from Hayden Jones, but only as far as Nick Barrow. And back they go to Ruben Fitzgerald, formerly of Westlake Boys High School, one of the great factories of basketball in New Zealand. Great defense from Jones, and the Giants come away with it.
And Hayden Jones just using his length there on defense. So Ingham striding into a shot.
Aston Emma with the rebound. And here is Hayden Jones. It was a perfect 5 from 5 from the field in last week's Sky Broadband Rapid League game between the Giants and Saints. Pulls up from the elbow and drains his first attempt tonight.
Giants bench screaming at Hayden Jones. There's a screen coming.
One of the biggest screens out there, Nick Barrow. Here's Sievert with Matthews on him, paying close attention. There is the Barrow screen. Ledger in the corner. Josh Ledger, that is, and he drains the three, leaves the hand up there.
And Josh Ledger more than capable of knocking down that three-point shot, and shows that last basket.
Jones sees a bit of daylight, scampers through at the N1. He'll go to the line for one more. Hayden Jones off to a fast start, a rapid start, you could say, to this Friday night action.
And we'll see. We'll see the Giants rotating their bench pretty quickly. We see the replay here. Hayden Jones, little inside out, gets to the rim, and again just using that length. Nice finish.
At the Chemist Warehouse stripe, and he converts the N1. Will Ledger. Basketball family, great hand from Ernie Kerr. Fitzgerald comes up with the loose ball. Hard show from Kerr, puts a bit of pressure on the Tuatara. And Sievert catch and shoot over James Matthews. Can't get it to go. Chamberlain and Barton into the game, and they combine for that rebound for the Giants.
Pretty good set on defense for the Giants, forcing a tough shot.
Jones waits for the screen from Kerr. Again pulls up from the elbow. Again drains it. Oh, Hayden Jones has all the points for the Giants so far. Illegal screen called on Ledger.
I think watching Josh Ledger play throughout, Rapid League and also, the main NZNBL, that's probably one of the fouls that he picks up the most. There's just a little bit of a handoff moving screen. If he takes that out of his game, that allows him to stay on the court for much longer, and he's a real concern for teams when he's playing on the floor.
7-5 the Giants lead, courtesy of 7 points from Hayden Jones. Make it 9-5. 2 from James Matthews, gets in on the action. Fitzgerald brings the ball up. Ledger going to work. Adam Barton doing well to stay in front of him. A defense from Adam Barton, recently out of Nelson College. First year out of school. As well not to turn it over there. Brings it up as the big man finds Caleb Chamberlain. James Matthews, 21 seconds on the clock. Hands it off to Jones. The two childhood friends combining, and the spin move just not dropping. Rebounded by Fitzgerald.
Yeah, not a bad move there by Jones. Just couldn't finish it off. No, I think just getting a foul there. I think just trying to slow the play down.
That famous 13 jersey, well, less so the Rapid League, making that one very much his own. Never worn by you, Phil, but the Giants 13 jersey hangs in the rafters and unretired for Hayden to wear.
Yeah, I couldn't think of anybody better to wear it than my son, so,
couldn't really argue, could you?
Pretty proud moment. No, Mike Fitchett definitely couldn't argue. He tried to.
Oh, Fitzgerald trying to get a shot up, blocked emphatically by Jones, who's had a heck of a first quarter here, 7 points. for the 17-year-olds. And a block, and they lead 9-5 to the MBS Nelson Giants over the Auckland Tuatara. Now this Auckland Tuatara Rapid League side feel a little undermanned, at least a little older than they have been so far. A lot of their youngsters unavailable due to New Zealand under-17 camp.
Yeah, so Tuatara got a double header this weekend, and talking to Coach Aaron Young before the game, he said that they chose to leave those guys back in Auckland. You know, the Rapid League is quickly becoming a very good place for this young talent to showcase what they have, and you get some of these older lads out on the court. It's like, oh, these young guys, they just don't want to slow down. You know, hence it's why it's called the Rapid League.
Nick Barrow, one of those I was talking to before the game. I think his words are not built for the Rapid League.
Yeah, well, the Tuatara, like I said earlier, they pose a lot more size, and you know, sometimes size can be a bit of an issue when you have too much of it, when you're trying to match up with quicker guards. And I think just in the first quarter there, it showed the Giants just having a bit more of a potency on offense.
Ingham back into the game. Here he is, looking at the hoop and then putting the ball on the floor. Resets. 8 on the shot clock. Fires over to Matthews. Catch and shoot for 3. James Matthews. Rebounded by Ledger. Ledger, big man, but mobile for his size. Oh, speaking of mobile, here's Caleb Chamberlain. Look out below. Gets the layup to go.
Everyone's waiting for Caleb to get out in the open court. Just got a bit of a flat tire there on the layup.
The dunk contest champion. There's Nick Barrow using all of his size, pace, and finesse at the finish.
A really nice finish by Nick Barrow.
Ingham, good handoff to Inwood, who's had an impressive start to the season. Can't get the finish to go, though, Aston Inwood. 11-7, the Giants lead. Barrow on the floor, and the foul called on Inwood.
Yeah, nice to see Nick Barrow being aggressive here, and just see the pass back to Nick Barrow, puts it on the ball on the ground, and Inwood just reaching in and picking up an easy foul.
So Barrow, they go, imploring for a teammate to show a bit of movement. Catch and shoot for Will Ledger in front of the bench, and he drains it.
Will Ledger says to his brother, whatever you can do, I can do better. Knocks a 3 down from the other side of the court.
19-year-old, like his brother, out of Mount Albert Grammar School. Darryl Cartwright, their coach. On the tall black is James Matthews. Smart move there over the bigger Barrow.
And one of the strengths of James Matthews' game is getting into that little 45-degree angle to the hoop and finishing. You see Adam Barton just picking up a foul here. Josh Ledger, he's a real weapon on the perimeter. He can do everything, Josh. He put the ball on the floor, as he shows here, and just uses his off-arm, little shove maybe, but never in guarding position, and picks up a foul.
Improving year on year is Josh, which is great to see. He's a fine young man. Not a bad family as well. Josh and Will, and then cousins Crystal and Charlize Ledger Walker, Auntie Leanne.
Comes from pretty good stock. I wonder if he gets a rough time without his mustache.
Are you suggesting he should?
No.
Here's Barton looking to hand off to Ingham. Turns the corner aggressively, elevates from the free throw line. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Barrow. Jones and Kerr looking to check in for the Giants at the next stoppage. 2 minutes to go in this first half. You know, the high post to Barrow, to Ledger, finds his brother. Will Ledger can't get the 3 to drop. Here's Ingham looking to run downhill. Fires it over to Barton. Catch and shoot from the corner. Matthews doing well to dodge the Ledger screen.
Matthews just harassing Sievert.
Barrow fires it over to Josh Ledger. Leaves it short, gets nothing actually. Aston Inland does well to keep it in bounds. Good pass over to Caleb Chamberlain, who finishes. Nice find from Tom Ingham.
A really nice pass from Ingham. I think he threw that with his left hand, full court. Chamberlain, easy basket.
Will Ledger, catch and shoot. Rebounded by Caleb Chamberlain. 15-12, 3-point lead, a minute to go in the first half here for the Giants. Ingham, no look pass, a fine one at that, finds a cutting James Matthews. Tom Ingham hasn't got any of his shots to drop, but 2 beautiful assists in the last 2 times up the floor for the Giants. Sievert finds a bit of space, unleashes the 3-ball. Offensive rebound from the wheel, up he goes with the right hand and gets it to go.
Yeah, nice finish by Barrow, just big presence under the boards and offensive rebound, nice putback.
Ingham taking the contact, no whistle. Ledger goes the other way, he's got his brother to his right. Fakes the pass, takes the contact. We'll go to the line for one more, Josh Ledger.
And that's Ledger showcasing his ability to carry the ball full length of the court. Plays good defense at one end, gets a defensive rebound, and here he goes. Down, finishes, takes the contact, and one. Pretty happy about it. Gets himself off to the Chemist Warehouse foul line for an extra.
And a chance to tie this game up with 14 seconds and change to go until half time. He does just that, does Josh Ledger.
Giants call their timeout, player timeout, and 30 seconds to have a bit of a chat about what they want to do. Get to advance down the floor and basically use the remaining 14 seconds on the game clock to get a shot up.
Chamberlain to inbound, Jones, Matthews, Kerr out there as well, and Adam Barton from the Giants. Chamberlain thought about stepping into the 3-ball. Instead he deputises to Hayden Jones. 8 on the shot clock, which is the same as the game clock. Chamberlain steps on the sideline.
And Chamberlain probably needed to think about shooting that. Only 4 seconds on the game clock. No, see the Tuatara now calling their player timeout.
And player timeout called.
And one of those things that all coaches hate is when their players step on the sideline.
You hate it so much.
You just can't beat it. Although, I reckon I saw a Jordan Ngatai play in the game last night against the Manawatu Jets, where
for the Hawks,
where he stepped on the sideline, didn't get called.
2 seconds to go, back with the live action. Ruben Fitzgerald will hear the rest of the story, gets it up, it won't go, so half time, 17 apiece.
Yeah, he managed to step on the sideline, get to the rim, finish, and won in a very tight game last night where the Hawks came out the winners.
It's a pretty tight game here in the Sky Broadband Rapid League as we see a look at Kobe Langley there on your screen in the Giants t-shirt, talking to his new backcourt partner Alex McNaught. His first professional gig. And speaking of first professional gigs, there's the GIN.
Still wearing his little brother's singlet.
Chemist Warehouse stats at halftime. Hayden Jones with 7 points for the Giants. Josh Ledger with 10 for the Tuatara, leading the way for their respective teams. Barrow gobbling up those rebounds as he does. And those 2 assists from Tom Ingham were 2 absolute pearlers in the first half of the Rapid League.
Hayden Jones, a couple of blocks. Taken after his dad, obviously.
Tuatara talk it over. Those stats, of course, brought to you by Chemist Warehouse, the official stats partner of the Sales NBL. The Sales NBL action coming up from 7:30 tonight on your screens, and it will feature 2 men on your screen there for the first time in 2024. Sam Dempster in season number 16 for the Giants. The captain making his return after a plantar fascia injury, and new player Kobe Langley for the Tuatara. Thomas Vodanovic returns after getting married. Congratulations to the Vodanoviches.
Yeah, one of those marquee players that, you know, when he turns up to any team, he makes an immediate impact, and he's going to be a tough cover for the Giants in tonight's later game.
I was looking through it. He has been a stud in this league since 2018, since returning from college. In the season in 2013, for his hometown Saints as a youngster before going off to college. Came back with the Sharks. Played for the Jets, of course, in the showdown. Had a few games where I think he got 9, 10 threes a game. Went to the Huskies and then went to the Saints. And now with the Tuatara. Looking forward to seeing him back in action on our courts tonight. Meanwhile, third quarter here in the Sky Broadband Rapid League. 17 apiece between the only two remaining unbeaten teams. Josh Ledger going to work with his right hand, and he gets that one to go. 12 points for Ledger.
And that's an action replay of the first play that Tuatara ran in the first half, straight into Ledger. The same result.
Jones had a fine first half, fires it over to Barton, catch and shoot from the wing. He's going to leave it short though, Adam Barton. Ernie Kerr a fingertip away from the rebound. It's Ledger who comes up with it. His third rebound. Here's Barrow. Back to Ryan Hunt. 3 Auckland Grammar School students in this Tuatara lineup. Another baby hook from Ledger. Nice move from Josh.
Yeah, again, just showcasing his ability to get into the paint. Easy finish.
Jones fires that one into the bench. Tapped out of bounds by Ledger. So it will be Giants' possession.
And the ladies on the score bench got a heck of a fright. Ball came flying at them.
Matthews. Kerr comes to set the screen. Fitzgerald commits the foul.
And a late call there from the officials. And James Matthews, you see here, just a reach from Fitzgerald and quite a bit of contact. Picks up a foul.
And known for his physicality is Ruben Fitzgerald. As we see, Matthews a bump. Gets one himself from Ernie Kerr though. Matthews puts on the Jets, can't get the finish, but there's Ernie Kerr with the offensive rebound and the putback.
And Ernie Kerr doing what every big man should do, follow up and get the offensive board. A nice little putback there.
Caleb Chamberlain just got a whole mouthful of Josh Ledger's shoulder. Fitzgerald back to Ledger, catch and shoot. Can't get it to go. Matthews with the board. Matthews finds Kerr on the short roll, drops it off to Button, who's clattered by Connor Flanagan, former Franklin Bull. So Adam Barton will go to the Chemist Warehouse stripe to shoot 2 as Tom Ingham and Aston Nimwood get ready to check back into this game for the Giants.
Nice find here by James Matthews on the short roll to Ernie Kerr. The Giants really looking to back cut that corner guy to the rim on any short roll, and picking up Adam Barton picking up a foul and getting himself to the Chemist Warehouse for a couple of free throws. Can't convert on the first. And makes the second.
Here comes Fitzgerald. Siebert in the corner. Rattles around and eventually is picked up by Tom Ingham. 1 point game here. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Oh, Ingham bounced it on his teammate's foot, I think.
And Siebert is pretty well known, especially in age group tournaments, to be a very good shooter of the basketball, and the Giants won't want to be giving him too many open looks like the last one.
Played for Northcote College, Phil, and on 2 occasions in 2023, whilst at North Coast College, he scored 67 points in a single game.
Yeah, I've heard he's a very good scorer.
Barrow with the nice move, but just can't get the finish. Here's Ingham down the court. Matthews to his right. That's who he finds. Blocked out of bounds by Flanagan. Giants possession from the baseline.
Nice defense here by Flanagan. Tough little catch for James Matthews. Managed to bring it in, but I think he was always going to be finding that it was volleyball practice on that last shot.
Inbounds it to Ingham. Curls round Matthews and gets the ball back. Oh, good steal from Flanagan. The big man taking the cookies away from the little man and finishing. And giving the Tuatara a 3-point lead, 23-20, just over a minute to go in the third quarter. Unbeaten records in the Sky Broadband Rapid League on the line tonight. Ingham steps into a 3-ball, high off the back iron. Aston Inwood with the rebound. 10 on the shot clock. Ingham demanding a screen. Wanted the cut from Chamberlain, gets it eventually. Oh, Tom Ingham directing traffic and throwing some absolute dimes in this Sky Broadband Rapid League game.
Yeah, nice pass here by Ingham and really telling Chamberlain to cut back door with a head nod.
It just shows the experience, Phil, doesn't it? Pretty young roster out there, apart from Tom Ingham, for this Giants team. Oh, nice cut from Will Ledger. Chamberlain did well to put him off his shot, though. They'll settle for the last shot of this third quarter, will the Giants, and a chance to take the lead. Ingham sizes up Nick Barrow. Goes to work, drops it off to Inwood. He's in there among the tall timber, somehow gets it to go. Aston Inwood with his left hand, and the Giants take a 1-point lead with 1 quarter to go in the matinee performance here on Friday night at the Trafalgar Centre.
Another nice pass by Ingham. Tough finish from Aston Inwood. Really felt like the Tuatara kind of had control of that quarter, and they were sort of leading for the majority of it, and then the Giants somehow managed to find a way at the end to get in front. We see the coach from the Tuatara drawing up the next play. I would imagine that they'll be thinking about possibly looking at trying to get it back into Ledger inside again. He's been pretty dominant at that part of the court. And the Giants, I would imagine, will be trying to move the Tuatara from side to side and trying to find some seams to get to the basket.
14 points for Josh Ledger, 5 for 7 from the field, 3 for 3 from the line. Hayden Jones had all 7 of his points in the first quarter. We haven't seen too much of him since. No Nick Davidson for the Giants in the NZNBL game or the Rapid League game tonight. An ankle injury keeping him out. So even with the addition of an import guard, Kobe Langley, on debut tonight, would expect to see a little bit more of Hayden Jones in the NZNBL game.
You know, the shortened lineup, got to try and manage the minutes in this Rapid League for your players that will play more minutes in the main game.
Ooh, Adam Barton got Nick Barrow to jump out of his shoes, and he'll go the Chemist Warehouse stripe to shoot 2.
Adam Barton, use your 6'8" size and just throw it down on someone. Nice little step through there, and
easier said than done with Josh Ledger.
That is true. Someone the same size.
Makes his first free throw. And we've talked about this, Phil, both on commentary and on the GI Antics, the Giants podcast we do, but Adam Barton, another example of someone growing in confidence every game. If it wasn't for the Rapid League, he would be playing minimal, if any, minutes for the Giants in 2024, but getting a chance to get out there and play against NBL players and different systems and growing in confidence every time we've seen him on the court. Sievert has a wide open 3-ball, can't get it to go. Ledger in there causing a nuisance and almost coming up with the ball for the Tuatara. But the Giants have possession and a 2-point lead. 3 minutes 20 to go in this one.
Yeah, it's definitely a real opportunity for these young guys. You know, if they don't have this type of competition, they're not playing a lot of basketball.
Tom Ingham is absolutely cooking.
Great pass by Ingham. Playing a point guard role, which we don't see much of
Well, he started the game with 3 straight misses, Phil, and then decided to turn creator instead, and has been putting on a clinic of sharing the ball. Fitzgerald puts it up, see if it somehow comes down, but there's a foul called on Barrow, I think. So the basket won't count, and it will be Giants possession. As you see here on the GJ Gardner-Holmes replay, looks to shoot, fires it into a cutting Aston Inwood.
Yeah, really nice play, and put that down to Aston Inwood too. He's a smart player and just doing exactly what he needs to do. Set a screen, dive on the rim, and be ready to catch and finish, and really nice play.
(27-23) to the Giants, and Tom Ingham, the man largely responsible for that by throwing dimes, finds that in Barton this time, high up the glass, can't get it to go. Aston Inwood, another offensive rebound. Ingy. Oh, and there's that sideline again, Phil. This time catching Aston Inwood out. Tom Ingham was with a flair, bit of flair on that attempted assist as he makes his way to the bench.
Yeah, she's a tough defender to beat the sideline, giving away free possessions to the other team.
Here and see if it brings the ball out for the Tuatara. Connor Flanagan. 2 ledgers setting all sorts of ghost screens out there. Flanagan, the 3 ball from the wing, doesn't drop. Caleb Chamberlain lets that one go out of bounds. Giants possession. Crowd filling up nicely here at the Trafalgar Centre. A 21st straight sellout for the NBS Nelson Giants tonight.
Sounds like Wednesday night next week as well is pretty much sold out. So get in quick if you want tickets.
This time it's Matthews with a nice pass, finding Ernie Kerr, gets his own rebound. Can't get it to go the second time. It keeps the ball alive for the Giants as Ernie Kerr. This time James Matthews trying to find a bit of space. Cutting across the baseline. Slings it over, catch and shoot. Chamberlain banks it in. Ernie Kerr keeping the play alive on multiple occasions.
Yeah, nice play by James Matthews. Good find, and Chamberlain using all of the hoop apparatus to get it to go into the basket.
Beautiful hesitation on the other end by Josh Ledger, who's having a fine game, up to 16 points. Giants lead by 5, a minute 20 to go. Hayden Jones back into the game. Ball on a string, elevates from the side of the key and gets it to go. Jones up to 9. And a substitution coming for the Tuatara. Fitzgerald back into the game.
Yeah, and Hayden Jones, something we've talked about a lot is that mid-range game, and it's a tough weapon to defend, particularly if you can elevate and get above the defender and get the shot off quickly. It's really hard to play defense on it.
Well, one of the great exponents of it in the last 20 years, Tom Abercrombie, using that elevation and length, and not just similar build to young Hayden.
And part of the difficulty of defending it is actually the offensive player is moving at pace, and when they decide to go up, you don't have a lot, as a defender, you don't have a lot of time to react. So you're generally a little bit late on the shot. So, if you can add that to your arsenal, it's a good weapon to have.
Fitzgerald makes his first from the line. Makes them both. And makes it a 5-point game as the clock ticks over to 1 minute to go in the Sky Broadband Rapid League game here on Friday night in the NZNBL. Matthews around the Kerr screen, puts up the floater, tickles the twine. James Matthews, 8 points for him so far.
He's playing with real confidence in the Rapid League at the moment.
Barrow with the catch and shoot from the elbow, finds nothing but the back iron.
He doesn't put many shots up, Barrow. Must have felt it was time.
Jones elevates from the free throw line, off the front line, gets his own rebound and puts it back in. Hayden Jones into double digits. Ledger, backdoor, elevates, looking for the two-handed jam, just leaves it short. Barrow keeps it alive though. Ledger up with the left. Good defense that time from Aston Inwood. And that'll do it as well. Well, no, it won't. It's Ruben Fitzgerald. Fouls Matthews.
And let's not forget, every point counts. So Ruben Fitzgerald committing a foul sends Matthews to the free throw line, but it also gives the Tuatara an opportunity to have another possession. You see Matthews knocking the first down from the Chemist Warehouse foul line. Makes a second. See our player timeout here from Tuatara. 5.7 seconds left on the game clock.
Double digits for James Matthews.
Yeah, we saw in the tail of the tape before the game, Matthews is averaging about 8.5 points. So increasing that average slightly with today's effort.
Tuatara looking to finish with a few more points on the board. Fitzgerald fouled.
Aston Inwood catches a little cheeky little bow from Fitzgerald. The Giants had a foul to give.
Playing in the NBL since 2019, Ruben Fitzgerald. Played for all the Auckland teams, Super City Rangers, Auckland Huskies, and now the Auckland Tuatara. Here he is, shooting the three. Wanted the foul, no whistle. There is a buzzer, and that'll do us for the Sky Broadband Rapid League game. And it's the Nelson Giants who maintain their unbeaten record at the top of the ladder. 38-27. A win over the Tuatara, the first loss for the Rapid League Tuatara team. There's the Chemist Warehouse stats. Jones with 11. Josh Ledger, a fine performance for the Tuatara, 16 points. The two schoolboys for the Giants doing the damage, Jones and Matthews. Aston Inwood with 8 rebounds. And Tom Ingham putting on a masterclass of finding his teammates.
5 assists.
And they were pretty, 5 pretty assists as well.
That might be the first 5 assists he's ever had. I know Tom well. And,
You're allowed to say that.
I'm allowed to say that. He'll love it.
Easy to say when he can't hear.
He'd probably say the same thing if it was me.
Oh, I was thinking it. So that'll do us for the Sky Broadband Rapid League. The Giants maintain their unbeaten record. Can they finally get a win in the Souths NBL? 0-3 taking on the 2-1 Auckland Tuatara. Coming your way from 7:30 on Sky Sport. Between now and then, though, enjoy some highlights from the 2023 Souths NBL season. Nice job, coach.
Good.
Dingy. I think you found the key. Don't shoot, he pass. And then,
It was good time. Pretty good. Yeah, I thought it was good. And they were good force downhill.
Yeah.
Pretty sharp, eh?
Hayden Jones, mid-range. What's happened?
Mid-range, there you go. Money.
Finally.
Got to say a big thank you to the Giants partners to NBS. Of course, naming sponsor of the NBS Nelson Giants. Sky Sports.
Now he needs to think about shooting some threes as well.
The spring firm, Johnson Associates, Micro Northeast, and Insurance, CLM,
You are open as well. Like, you've got to look forward,
making it happen.
It's a great job for us, eh? That's what he put out on that first one at game day. I reckon. Yeah, I reckon. Canterbury as well. All those games. Just getting those well.
got to say a big thank you to the league partner as well, Souls Authentic and New York Pizza, the league partner of the Souls NBL. GJK Homes, presenting partner. Great support of the sport. Also Sky Broadband, major partner of the Souls NBL. Sky Sports, the official broadcast and major partner. Also Baloncesto and Court, naming partner of the Souls NBL referees. New Balance, official team apparel and merchandise. Molten, official ball supplier of the NBL, and R-Line, the official rehydration partner of the Souls NBL for 2024. Welcome to the Trafalgar Centre. Welcome to the hangar. Game 3 at home. Game 4 at the Sales NBL for 2024. Just a reminder, the bar is up and running. Spring and Fern crafted beer, also wine from Hunter's Wines. Not forgetting low alcohol, non-alcoholic drinks as well. The canteen also located in the foyer. With Sales authentic New York pizza available at the moment as well, while stocks last.
Who sits next to you, Phil?
Steve's here. Steve Fitz. That's Steve's laptop.
That's Steve, yeah.
Yeah.
He'll make space for you when he's back.
Yeah, well, that's what I was waiting for. Yeah. Oh, yeah, they cost him some chips.
Huh?
Tell him it cost him some chips.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome out onto the floor your team, the NBS
I'm calling a C-Web game, mate. 40!
He's going to make...
Hoping to just fire him up. Oh. Richard.
Flint is the ball carrier, Flint West. We got our seats today.
Okay. What were you telling Richard about then?
To get a shot at Greeta's brother at some point, so we
Yeah.
can talk about him.
I saw him in the Rapid League
Yeah,
pop up.
I was like, that's Greeta.
is that? Yeah.
He's got the jersey on from 2019 as well.
Nice.
I've got a Vukona jersey from 2019. Kobe Langley, let's get him up, shall we? Just so we know what we're talking about. Theo lost this morning, Phil. Theo, so he should be here at 8 a.m. on Monday.
Yeah, Fitch was saying that he was going to be on a plane at... Well, he's going to arrive, he reckons he was arriving Monday at 8 a.m. into Nelson.
Yeah.
That's brutal.
Play Wednesday. Oh, he's going to have more time to get ready to play than Kobe did.
That's true.
And he's coming straight from playing. But he was 6 to 11 and going on like a 46-hour flight.
I was going to say, Kobe only came from the States, which is what, 14 hours maybe? 15?
Oh, hi, Maya. Maya can hear us. Look, she just meshes. How can she hear us? I'm still going to talk to you, Maya. On what platform? We're not on air, are we, Richard? She's typing. Oh, watching YouTube with a VPN. Well, that's your fault for breaking all the laws, Maya. Luckily, we haven't said anything bad, Phil. Hello to all those watching on YouTube with a VPN or around the world. Great to have your company. Must be.
sitting in board meetings and
I was talking to board members. Talking to Luca Roden today. You know Luca? Yeah. Oh, you met him.
no. So you got like 3 boxes and balls. That's
And
cool.
Lynn not playing.
That is cool.
Sister's wedding. Usually Mrs. Lynn's
Something.
like soon to
Oh, yeah.
something else.
What are we talking about?
Camp
Lynn,
Lynn.
sister's wedding.
Someone didn't proofread the program.
Is he in it? Well, they just send us.
He's in it, but it's also got Wellington Saints on the top of the team list. Was that your job?
Yep. It's my job. Yeah, it's 100% my job actually.
Were you doing that on Sunday out at Connings when you're waiting for your coffee?
Sitting out there.
All I saw was an email header. What did it say? Hustle. And I was like, oh shit, what's Kat asking me to do? Hey, what were you saying about? We're talking about the tenure and how long I've been.
I was talking to Luca. No, I was talking and I just talking about Ernie. And I was like, Ernie's from Hearts. He's like, is he from Hearts? And he goes, oh, he looks like he's from Hearts. He doesn't like he's from Hearts.
He friend requested me on Instagram.
Ernie.
No, Luca.
Oh, Luca.
Yeah.
He's a good bugger, Luca. He's just gone away for a month. He goes away tomorrow for a month to Australia. And just rip into it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the hangar. How good is this? Home game number 3. Game number 4 in the season. And once again, give yourselves a round of applause. I know there's a few dots of blue around, but we are officially sold out again tonight. And I believe tickets selling very fast for next Wednesday as well if you want to come along. But let's get into business for the night tonight. And welcome to the Auckland Tuatara. Please welcome out on courts number 5, Josh Leacher. Number 6, Ruben Fitzgerald. Number 10, Will Leacher. Number 15, Nick Barrow. Number 34, Connor Flanagan. Number 46, Ryan Hunt. Number 55, Aaron Seaberts. And starting 5 for the Auckland Tuatara tonight. Number 2, Tukaha Cooper. Number 7, Ruben Terangi.
It's going to be loud.
Number 9, Corey Webster.
I'm going to blast as well.
Number 14, Rob Lowe. And number 32, Tom Bodanovich.
Good team.
Here we go! Your team, ladies and gentlemen, on the court, the NBS Nelson Giants. Not suiting up tonight, but here in support is from Waimea College, Colin Williams, and also Nick Davidson, who is out with an ankle injury tonight. On the bench to start the game, sponsored by GRE Services, your number 7 from Christchurch, Caleb Chamberlain. Number 9 from Waimea College,
Our first
sponsored by
ever
Richmond
import,
Water
Tom
Centre,
Lesko.
Ingham.
Yeah, I know.
Number 12 from Haas, sponsored by Not Just Concrete, Andy Kerr. Representing Waimea College, sponsored by Roscoe, Hayden Jones. Number 23 from Nelson College, Aston Edwards. Number 34 from Nelson College, Adam Barton, sponsored by Stillard Law. And number 35, sponsored by On-Farm Agri, James Matthews. Here we go, big night tonight. The starting 5 for the NBS Nelson Giants. North, Nolly, sponsored by Quick Dental, Alex
Basketball is a movie, and every game is a blockbuster. E for excitement, entertainment, energy, and epic. Cells NBL 2024 is rated E. Back to the road. Watch out, 'cause I'm in my zone. And I don't care what you
What a bit nice this is going to be tonight.
No mai, hoki mai ki whakatū. It's time for the main event here at the famed Trafalgar Centre in downtown Nelson. The MBS Nelson Giants getting ready to take on the Auckland Tuatara. Hugh Baden here alongside Giants legend Phil Jones. And Phil, players are arriving from overseas leagues, overseas commitments. We'll see two of those today for the first time in 2024. In for the Giants, Kobe Langley, 23-year-old guard beginning his pro career after an impressive 5-year college stint at UNC Greensboro for the Giants. And in for the Tuatara, a genuine stud in our league for the past 6 years, Tom Vodanovic. So the cavalry arriving around the league.
Yeah, kia ora, Hugh. Yeah, those other leagues around the world are starting to wind up, and we're seeing more and more players come back into the Cells NBL. And tonight, featuring a couple of very good players in Vodanovic, and Kobe Langley looks like a little bit of a human highlight reel. Not very big, but super springy, so I'd like to see him getting out in the open court.
We see on the poll, thanks to mixandpick.com, where you can vote for the link or scan the QR code there. Who will win the game? Well, the Auckland Tuatara with the 2-1 record up against the yet to win a game MBS Nelson Giants. So the poll reflecting that with 81% to 19% in favour of the Tuatara. We can have a look at the Sal's NBL ladder through round 3. Tuatara 2-1, sitting in 5th position. Just copped their first loss in the Rapid League earlier tonight to the Giants, who are unbeaten in the Rapid League, yet to win in the Sal's NBL. And really the narrative has been undermanned, missing 2 imports and captain Sam Dempster. Well, Sam Dempster is back tonight and will start, and Kobe Langley, fresh off the plane from the United States, will start as well, as we see the games to come. The Taranaki Airs tomorrow afternoon taking on the Five from New Plymouth. After that, from the Edgar Centre in Dunedin, the Nuggets taking on the Wellington Saints. And on Sunday, from Otautahi Christchurch, the Canterbury Rams, the reigning champs, taking on this Auckland Tuatara side in a grand final rematch. The starting 5 minus Cam Glidden tonight for the Tuatara, who is celebrating his sister's wedding over in Australia. So Corey Webster and Tukaha Cooper in the backcourt. Ruben Tarangi, Tom Vodanovic for the first time in 2024, and big bad Bobby Lowe completing the starting 5. What a starting 5 it is for head coach Aaron Young.
Aaron, welcome to Nelson. Obviously a little bit wet down here for you guys. Game against the Giants tonight. You've got Tom Vodanovic coming back into the lineup. No Cam Glidden. What are sort of adjustments you're going to make without Cam and with Tom?
Yeah, some of the initial, I guess, ways that we wanted to play offensively, I think hopefully that takes a good step in the right direction tonight. Having that combo with Rob and Tom together, that was a big part of kind of the brainstorming that went on in the off-season and how we want to play through their skill set. So it's obviously still early days with those two, and obviously our whole group and how we fit in around that, but excited for Tommy to get in and establish his dominance in different ways.
Giants obviously bringing an import this week, and Kobe Langley. You know much about him, what he's bringing to the game, and what you need to do to stop him? Yeah,
full of energy. Good college, career in terms of what he established at that university, but love, what the competitive spirit that he plays with, and we're going to have to respect just the spark that he brings, especially on the defensive end. He looks like he really gets after it, and then offensively has really shifty, good job of moving direction. So just got to stay in front of him, contain him, and it's not just him. It's Greta, it's Dan. They all do a good job of putting the forcemen on the rim. So we just got to make sure we contain that.
Yeah, and yourself coming back to the New Zealand NBL, obviously you had a stint with the Wildcats. How do you find it now coming back into a head coach role again and sort of implementing what you learnt over there?
Yeah, it's a great balance. Being an assistant at that level is something I've always dreamed of and worked towards. So taking those experiences, those learnings, and applying it to a fun group, it's been good so far. Obviously, you've just got to keep chipping away brick by brick, but it's been fun and love being a head coach as well.
Oh, nice to have you back. Good luck.
Crowd filling up nicely here for the 21st straight sellout at the Trafalgar Centre. You see the starting lineup for the MBS Nelson Giants. McNaught, joined by Kobe Langley in his first ever professional appearance, fresh off a 5-year stint at UNC Greensboro. Sam Dempster back in the starting lineup for game number 196. His first in 2024, coming off the back of a plantar fascia injury. Dan Grida and Dan Fotu in the front court for the Giants and their head coach, Mike Fitcher.
Mike, big game against Tuatara tonight. Obviously, a couple of new additions to the Giants and Sam Dempster and Kobe Langley. What are we sort of going to see from those guys in potential minutes?
Yeah, they're ready to go, full games. Sammy's come through all his fitness testing and stoked to have him back for a home game, first one for the season for him. He's been chomping at the bit, really struggling with not being able to play, so happy for him. Kobe joined us a couple of days ago and, you know, looks good, looks quick, small, fast. Defensively, I'm excited to see what he can do. So, yeah, bit of a learning thing for all of us.
And the Tuatara obviously bring a pretty star-studded lineup down to Nelson. You know, what are your main concerns with these guys and obviously the main players that they present?
Everything. No, hell of a squad they've got. They've put together again this year. Aaron does a great job of them. Quality all over the floor. Missing Cam Gooden tonight, but, you know, they've got quality NBL level bench guys that can step into the breach. So we have to be right on top of our game to get that first one.
All right, all the best. Have a good one.
Well, there's a Grida if ever I've seen one.
Yeah, you can tell that's a Grida.
Brother of Dan Grida. Oh, looking, wearing the 2019 Giants jersey. The last time Dan Grida was part of the Giants. And, well, there's his brother. 21.3 points, 10.3 leading the way for the Giants in both scoring and rebounding. Phil.
Yeah, look, across the board, very similar in all aspects. Dan Grida obviously leading the way on points and the rebounds for the Giants. He's a guy that plays with a lot of force, as Mike Fitchett talks about. But looks pretty even, and the unfortunate thing is for the Giants, they're 0-3, where Tuatara are 2-1. So, you know, the Giants need to get some wins on the board.
Certainly do, as we see the referee crew, Sampan, Corey Hogg and Melanie O'Connor, the crew chief in the centre of the screen. Tuatara started the season with a shock loss, and not so much losing to the Saints in Wellington. Many teams have done that over the years, but the nature of it, going down by 30 points to the Saints to start the season. They rebounded with an 84-77 win over the Taranaki Airs and then saw off the fire in Tauranga, 92-72. Just 6 days ago.
Yeah, you probably look at that first game and you know, you look at their squad, their coach had just come in, Aaron Young, and they've also just brought in players that have come from Australian leagues and haven't played a lot of basketball, and so probably definitely blowing the cobwebs out, where we saw a reasonable amount of the squad down at the Westside Blitz for the Saints, and in that first game they looked really good. They played very well, shot the ball very well. They came here and played against the Giants last week and didn't shoot as well, a little bit messy. Giants managed to hang in there, but, you know, ended up losing that game by about, I think, 9 points in the end.
Was 9 points. No Sam Dempster, of course, in the 3 losses so far for the Giants. A welcome return for the captain, and as I said, game number 196. Incredibly popular figure around this building.
He'll be super excited to play his first game for the Giants. Probably a little bit nervous too, I imagine. So he's looking to come out and make an impact and help these boys and try and get them their first wins.
Well, the hot dogs, the chips, the pizza flying out the canteen here at the Trafalgar Centre as teams get ready to take the court. And Kobe Langley, you see on the left side of your screen, a lefty, Phil, which I know you'll like.
100%, love a lefty.
Played with his twin brother his college career at UNC Greensboro, as a 2-time Defensive Player of the Year in his conference, and has drawn comparisons to Jared West, who had a great season for the Giants a couple of years ago, making the All-Star 5 and winning Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah, and I think you know, Coach Fitchett is something that he's kind of shined towards, is actually running 2 point guards and 2 defensively minded point guards, which kind of anchors the defensive end for the home team, the Giants. And it'll be interesting to see how Langley goes tonight.
Young Flint West, the ball presenter tonight at the Trafalgar Centre. Comes from a good basketball family. Grandparents both referees around the league and around Nelson for many years. Great job from Flint. Super excited. Makes his way off to the court and off to his seat.
It's always hard case watching the kids go out and deliver the ball. Once they've given the ball up, they have no idea what to do.
Melly O'Connor throws the ball up, and it's the Tuatara. Rob Lowe with a smart little tip straight to Ruben Tarangi. But the Giants defend Tarangi at the rim. And here's Kobe Langley, his first touch of the ball in his professional career, and he finds Dan Fotu. Gets round Badanovic, but can't finish. Here's Tarangi running the floor and finishing.
Ruben Tarangi just using that off arm to keep Langley on the floor. Watching Langley in the warm-ups, human highlight reel.
He can bounce, that's for sure. Here he is, finding Fotu. Oh, it cut him in naught. And he's fouled it. Go to the Chemist Warehouse stripe to shoot 2.
Yeah, nice play there by the Giants. Just running a little zipper cut there for Alex McNaught. You see here on the rim, catch the end of it, and Fotu finding Alex getting to the basket. Corey Webster picks up his first foul.
Well, no secret on the Auckland Tuatara's strategy entering 2024. The top-heavy lineup, and by top-heavy I mean international standard, starting 5. And then they do drop off slightly in experience when they hit the bench. No Chris McIntosh as well. Oh, Sam Dempster looking for the steal, lays it out. Then there's Langley picking it up. McNaught into traffic, and Fotu with the tip-in.
And that's what Sam Dempster brings to this team, just smarts and hustle. And
oh, Ruben Tarangi the other way, takes the contact. Finishers will go to the line for one more. The foul called on Kobe Langley.
When we talk about smarts, Ruben Tarangi is one of New Zealand's smartest basketball players. See here, Fotu just following up McNaught's miss.
No Charlie Dalton yet for the Tuatara. Expected the culmination of his college semester. And he'll be a nice addition too for the Auckland-based franchise.
Yeah, he played a huge part in their last season run into the playoffs and throughout the season.
Glidden, as discussed, away at his sister's wedding. And Chris McIntosh away with the New Zealand 3x3 team. So they are missing a bit as Lowe looks to block Dempster. And there's Sam Dempster's first bucket for 2024, the captain on the board. Well, nice round the back pass from Webster to Badanovic, who can't get his first bucket just yet. Here's Langley, hands over to Dempster. Kobe Langley literally met his teammates last night. Out of bounds it goes, but it's been deemed Giants possession. Looked like he might have come straight out of Dan Greeter's hands, but
yeah, maybe the referee decided not to call the foul and just give the ball back to the Giants. Bit of contact on the drive. I think Dan Greeter was expecting the whistle and a foul.
McNaught to inbound. Langley off the screen, flirting with the touchline. Fires it over to McNaught, wants the screen from Dempster. 4 on the shot clock. McNaught driving at his former Breakers teammate, I should say, and Rob Lowe. And Lowe comes out on top in that battle.
And Rob Lowe's smart, just using his body and his size. McNaught finding it hard to get the ball up and over him.
Kaha Cooper, a fine start to this season. Foul there, called on Langley, I think. Second foul early on Kobe Langley. Tough first assignment in your professional career. Corey Webster.
It sure is. It's a one of those things for a new import to the league is trying to adjust to how the officials will call the game, and it's quite a common scenario to see an import pick up an early couple of fouls in their first game in the league.
Here's Webster. He'll look to get himself going. That 3 ball doesn't go. Big rebound to Kai Cooper. Can he keep it in? He can't.
And Greeter won't be happy with himself there. Didn't box out, and to Kuha Cooper coming up with the rebound, but then couldn't control it. May have caught a little shot to the head as Dan Greeter reached out for the ball.
Corey Webster, Phil. News out today from Perth Wildcats. He won't be returning to the Wildcats in 2025, or the 2024-2025 season, Australian NBL season. So interested to see what's next with Corey Webster. Storied career. He's been one of the great shooting guards for the Tall Blacks, following in the footsteps of yourself, Kurt Penny, over the years.
I think he'll be looking for an opportunity where he's going to get more playing time. He didn't get much of an opportunity with
Dempster for three. That would have been loud if that had gone in. Greeder fighting for the rebound. Fotu in there too, and he comes down with it. Oh, Dempster not expecting the pass. And Webster comes away with it. Vodanovic putting up the floater, leaves it short. It's a sprint over and get it, keeps it in. Greeder fights through it, and McNaught comes away with it. Here's Greeder. Fotu to his right. It's going to go at the rim and take the contact on the finish. Dave
nice
Greeder
finish
on the board.
Great finish by Greeder, and the ball was a bit of a pinball there for a moment, bouncing all over the place. Giants come up with a steal and a layup.
Here's Webster going at McNaught. And tidy finish there from Corey Webster.
And that's what I was talking about with Webster. He needs to play, and he needs to go to somewhere where he can showcase what he can do. He's still got plenty to offer on a basketball court.
Brother Ty, playing for the Otago Nuggets, will stay with the Perth Wildcats as Ingham elevates Fotu again, fighting for the rebound. And that'll be Tuatara possession.
Yeah, good shot by Ingham. He's got to definitely come off and be ready to catch and shoot that one, and good shot for him to take.
8-6. The Giants lead, approaching the midway point of the first quarter. Here's Webster. Looks inside below, instead finds a curling Tarangi. Good footwork from Ruben Tarangi, looks to bank it in. Vodanovic bullying his way down low, and there he is with his first bucket of 2024. Welcome back, Tommy V. McNaught burrowing his way into the paint, fighting Fotu. The three ball doesn't go. There's Lowe who comes down with the board.
Yeah, and Fotu was pretty effective from the three-point line in the previous game, so good shot for him. See Ingham coming up with a defensive board.
Dempster hands it off to Greeder. Here's Fotu. Shot well from beyond the arc against the Saints, including 4 in the third quarter. High arc from Greeder, too high, leaves it short. So high, it bounced over Sam Dempster.
Yeah, hit snow on it, that one. Came down short of the rim. Sam Dempster trying to hustle and get it, and just bounced over his head. Probably a younger Sam Dempster may have got up and got it.
Fitzgerald and Josh Ledger into the game as Vodanovic and Webster take a seat for the Tuatara, and Kobe Langley looks like he's ready to check back in. He'll have those fouls in the back of his head, or even the forefront of his mind when he checks back in. Here's Tukaha Cooper. Fitzgerald, Dempster ahead of him, puts up the floater off the glass. Good box out, McNaught, and Fotu comes down with the rebound. Rebound number 4 for the former Rangi Toto College student. Straight through Rob Lowe. Lowe wanted a charge. Fotu says, get up. I'll take 2 points.
Coach Fitchett asking for a flop warning. It's always an interesting call.
Tarangi, Dempster on him. Fine pass, and there's Ledger finishing it off.
Really nice find by Tarangi there. Ledger had a strong rapid league game, carrying on from where he left off.
Paul Greeder beats Tukaha Cooper, drives in. Low meets him there. I think the foul, though, called on Tukaha Cooper. It is, and I think Greeder pretty happy there. I think he lost possession of the ball as he raised up to finish. There's Kobe Langley and Aston Inwood check into the game. Vodanovic back into the game, and Nick Barrow changed his uniform, and he's out there too. Vodanovic, Ledger, and Barrow. It's a strong front court there.
It is big front court, and then you throw Ruben Tarangi into the mix as well. He's 6'5", so
and Ruben Fitzgerald. They're all pretty physical out there. There's Tuatara side.
You know, looking at, you say they're top heavy, but they actually boast quite a bit of NBL experience between them for the remaining guys that check in and play. And that's without Cam Glidden.
He's talking to Nick Barry before the game. Oh, there's Kobe Langley with a steal. Want to get his first basket here. Up he goes with his preferred left hand. And Kobe Langley, welcome to the Sal's NBL.
He was waiting to jump on that pass, and really good job there by Langley.
Fitzgerald around the ledge of screen, skipping into the lane, finding Vodanovic. That little kink in the Vodanovic jump shot that's become so familiar over the last 6 years in the NBL. Langley stepping into a 3-ball, rattles it in. Kobe Langley from deep. Timeout for the Tuatara.
All of a sudden, Langley making his mark on this game with his defense. Gets an easy layup and then just goes, why not? Heat check, roll into a three-point shot and knocks it down. Giants are excited. See here. That's deep too from Langley.
Well, he met his teammates last night, Phil. I wandered along to training actually at Saxton Stadium and got my eyes on him. Nice shooter, he can get up too. And Aaron Young wants to talk it over.
He almost got taken out.
I just about got the t-shirt in the face from the t-shirt cannons here.
You can't quite get the pressure right. One goes through the back wall of the stadium and the other one barely makes it to the front row.
Absolutely love it. So a fast start for the NBS Nelson Giants. They lead by 7. An instant impact for Kobe Langley, 5 points. Well, he started with a couple of quick fouls, took a seat. Saw what he needed to see. He came on, a steal and a finish, and then a deep 3-ball.
And Coach Aaron Young will be talking to his team about not allowing Langley to get too much of a head of steam. They don't want him to become a real problem for them. We'll see Corey Webster checking back into the game.
Pressure from the Giants on the inbound. Or big screen from Barrow. And here's Webster fired up and interaction with the referee and earns a 3rd foul off Kobe Langley. So job done from Corey Webster on that possession.
Yeah, and tough situation for Langley, guarding the potentially one of the better scorers or the best scorer in the Tuatara team. And Corey Webster experience, took him down on the post, just went straight at him, and that would have been something that Aaron Young talked about, just going at Langley, the best way to get him out of the game, get him into foul trouble.
And that's exactly what's happened. Langley takes the seat. His ledger looking for Corey Webster, who I'd counter as one of the best scorers on the Tuatara, with one of the best scorers in the league, Phil. That pass tipped away, though. A turnover for the Tuatara. And speaking of turnovers, it's certainly been the focal point of the Giants' week. 24 turnovers last week against the Saints. Henwood looking to hand it off to Ingham, who shoots the 3-ball. And that rolls in. Tom Ingham leaves the hand up there.
And Ingham will be happy about that. Had a few looks in the Rapid League, didn't go down, so knocks his first one down for the night. Big bucket for the Giants.
Ledger, the fake handoff, turns the corner, goes at Fotu. The help from Greeder.
Jump ball. Cool.
Jump ball, and that will be Nelson Giants' possession.
Yeah, good defense by Fotu there. Just seeing here, taking the contact in the chest, and Greeder just hands on the ball. You see here some extended pressure from the Tuatara, but nothing too serious.
And we'll see already with Sam Dempsey coming in to the game for Fotu. I don't think Fotu left the game that early in the last couple of weeks, Phil. So extra bodies for Mike Fitchett to use out there and give some players a needed rest. Vodanovic loses the ball on the post. Here comes
Sam
Ingham.
Dempster
McNaught to his left, gets hold of it and finishes Alex McNaught.
And Sam Dempster down there, the other end on defense, forced that ball out of Vodanovic's hands. And the Giants out and running.
Tarangi calls the play. Webster round the low screen, pops and finishes. Corey Webster, the baseline J is good.
He's so good at rejecting any on-ball screens. Very hard to defend if he gets away like that.
Oh, Alex McNaught with a nice move. Webster, though, just picks his pocket And here come the Tuatara the other way. Slings it over the low. Thought about the 3-ball. Good hand from Greta, and out of bounds it goes as Hayden Jones checks into the game for the Giants. Dan Greta takes the seat.
Yeah, and you already see from Coach Fitchett the luxury he has, like you said before, of being able to rotate his players a little bit more and, you know, giving Fortu a rest early, and Rob Lowe just knocks it down.
Easy as you like. Big bad Bobby Lowe. A beautiful basketball player to watch. Inward. Looking for someone to find. Finds Alex McNaught. Tarangi on him. Steps back into a 3. McNaught leaves it short. Vidanovic and the Tuatara looking to leak out. But McNaught did well to prevent that. And here's Webster. Over the top to Lowe. Steps back into a 3. Rob Lowe. In and out.
Good look from Lowe. There was no way he was going inside the 3-point line. Reversed the truck up and had a look.
Well, that pass a little errant. I should say Dempster does well to go and get it. It's the hand off to Jones. Jones steps into a 3. Too strong. Offensive rebound. Inward. Ingham's 3. Again too strong. And this time Lowe comes down with it. And here's Vidanovic. Spinning into the post. Fires it over to Tarangi. Good hand from Ingham. Doesn't bother Ruben Tarangi though. The 3-ball drops.
Yeah, nice find by Vidanovic there, Ruben Tarangi. Loves the 3-ball.
Dempster. Here's Ingham. Gets to the elbow, fires it back to McNaught. Dempster low in front of him, not an easy 3-ball to shoot. Dempster puts it up, high off the back iron. Vidanovic gets it. Oh, McNaught catch and shoot from his own half. Had a bit more time than perhaps he thought.
But the good old Nelson Giants faithful bench lets the clock run out anyway. Trying to tell the officials that the game quarters ended. I think there was still about
3 seconds is what I think the call is. 3.6 it is from Melanie O'Connor. So it's slightly scrappy to the end of this quarter, Phil. As we have a player timeout called by Tom Vidanovic and the Auckland Tuatara. They'll talk it over. Advance the ball, importantly. And probably look for a Webster or a Lowe shot to finish this first quarter.
Yeah, I think not a bad option, really, when you can advance the ball down the other end of the court, get you much closer to the rim, and Rob Lowe would be a very big focal point, I think, for the Tuatara. So you go straight to him.
Oh, the beautiful bounce hand off to Tarangi, just lost it out of his hands. Oh, that's an inward. Just about hit it from his own half, but that'll do it for the first quarter of action. The Nelson Giants, a fast start. Kobe Langley, the new import, 3 fouls in 3 minutes. But he also managed to get 5 points in there as well on a steal. 21-17, the Giants lead at quarter time, back after the break.
We have got Phil down here, we have got Aaron down this end. Phil will be shooting, Hook for Golden Bay Community Vehicle Trust, and Aaron for NBS Takaka Theatre. There's many shots, and I need you guys to count the shots in 45 seconds, how many they get. So every time they get one, you need to yell out 1, 2, 3. Same at each end, are you ready to go? You can't start up there, you know. You want like going to go half court shot. Of course. 45 seconds. Mark, set, go. Time is underway. Oh, so close with that half court too. Aaron's still searching for the first. Finn's going wide out the side. Now just determined they're going to get one right. There it is, there's the first one. Whoever takes the most tonight gets $1,000 for their charity. Second place takes away $500, so they are both walking away winners. Unless, of course, it's tied. It's $750 each. Come on, Aaron, knock a few in. How many have we got down here? You got 10 seconds to go. One for Aaron. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That is it. Time is up. Well done. How many have we got? One down
Well, welcome back to the Trafalgar Centre. Just sitting at home enjoying some Sal's NBL. Why not enjoy some Sal's pizza at the same time? $40 for a large Fire Island pizza. Use the online code Sal'sHoop. That until Tuesday the 16th of April. As you've seen, the Tasman Halberg Games team heading off to the Halberg Games next weekend in Auckland. And they're going to get a send-off at half-time here, which is going to be great to see. Second quarter about to get underway. The Giants lead the Tuatara 21-17. Here's Corey Webster. 4 points to a long-time Tall Black. Big screen from Barrow on Greeter, and here's Tarangi trying to go at Sam Dempster. Dempster does well. Barrow with the rebound, flies it back to Webster. Skips into the lane, can't get it to go. Who's going to come down with that one? Tom Vodanovic. A lot of scrapping for rebounds at the moment between Barrow, Vodanovic, Fotu and Greeter. Tarangi again going to work at Dempster. Oh, dang, Greeter out of nowhere. Webster for three. Short. Fotu eventually comes down and he earns a foul for Vodanovic. How about that block from Dan Greeter?
It was a crazy block, and just see here, Sam Dempster doing a good job bodying up, and Greeter comes out of nowhere and rejects the shot. I think the Tuatara might have got away with a shot clock reset as well.
Nick Barrow did a great job at denying Alex McNaughton the ball, so Hayden Jones comes to help out.
It's the most full court pressure defense I've ever seen Nick Barrow play.
The man's used to crowd control and Auckland protest, etc. When his job with the police can handle Alex McNaughton trying to get an inbound. Jones finding Greeter, puts the ball on the floor, goes at young Tukaha Hooper. Great hand from Tom Vodanovic, but it's deemed to have come off the Tuatara, so Giants possession.
3.1 seconds on the shot clock here. Giants have got to come up with something pretty quick.
Jones with the inbound over to Fotu. Step back, three ball. Almost wedges it. Dempster offensive rebound on the putback.
Yeah, Sam Dempster, just a nose for the ball, gets there.
Well, he looks happy to be out there, doesn't he, Sam Dempster? Here's Webster, just meandering his way down the court. Corey Webster.
Yeah, lovely move by Webster. Spin move, finish at the rim. Even with the attention from Jones, finishes up and over.
Here is Jones. Greeter, three ball. Down it goes, Dan Greeter.
Yeah, nice play from the Giants there, a little ghost screen, and Jones hits Greeter, and Greeter knocks it down.
Webster fires it over to Tukaha Cooper. Nice baseline drive blocked by Hayden Jones. Third block of the night, two in the Rapid League. Well, his first one in the Sal's NBL game. Fotu fakes the handoff. Ala Mika Vakona just can't get the finish. Gets his own rebound though. Oh, misses two bunnies there, does Dan Fotu.
He sure did. Threw it off the hoop, over the hoop both times.
Vodanovic, three ball. Can't get it to go. Tukaha Cooper, great job. Tarangi, all the time in the world for his three. Barrow with the board, and Tuatara doing a great job on the offensive rebounds.
This is a real problem for the Giants at the moment. Tuatara have come out in this second quarter, a real emphasis on trying to get offensive rebounds, and the Giants just got to do a better job boxing out. Too many second possessions for the Tuatara at the moment.
And Dan Greeter copping a spray from his head coach for not boxing out.
And time for the infamous Mexican wing.
This is a reasonably important part of the game. Try and limit those extra possessions for the other team.
Come to the game tonight that I would really like to start this.
Well, the Giants,
all the way from Invercargill, my mum.
they lead 26-19.
How good is that? Now remember, like we practiced.
Greeter leading the way points-wise, 7 points, I should say, along with Ruben Tarangi. Fotu and Vodanovic having a battle on the rebounds. Remember that, Phil, the Giants still a big man to come. Expected in the country early next week. Can't reveal too much about him until paperwork is done, but 6'11".
But he's,
Dan Fotu will be very happy that he doesn't have to guard guys like Rob Lowe and Sam Timmins anymore.
Yeah. from what I understand, he's not far away from being on his way. So it'll be, I guess, the final piece of the puzzle for the Giants for 2024. And please travel safe. Gets here in time for the next game.
One or two jets on Wednesday. The aim, the paperwork and everything that needs to happen happens. So Ruben Fitzgerald out there with Tukaha Cooper, Ruben Tarangi, Tom Vodanovic and Rob Lowe for the Tuatara. McNaught and Jones in the backcourt for the Giants. Inwood, Greeder, Fotu. We have a whistle off the ball. Foul called on Aston Inwood, I believe.
And it's just a Rob Lowe trying to get to the basket, and Aston Inwood standing in his way a little bit too long. So you'll see Langley back into the game.
3 fouls on Kobe Langley, and Mike Fitchett rolls the dice. Greeder thought he had a steal, but he's been called for a foul. Foul number 2.
That's Coach Fitchett letting the ref know that he's yelling too. He wants some fouls.
Always the chess game within the basketball game. Oh, Rob Lowe left wide open on the wing. You can't do that, because that's what happens. Big bad Bobby Lowe from downtown.
Yeah, and Dan Fotu just fell asleep there on the inbounds play. Far too easy for Rob Lowe.
Fotu catching it, going downhill, blocked from behind. Inwood, as he has so often been so far in 2024, with the offensive rebound and the putback.
Oh, Johnny on the spot. He's like Sam Dempster, Mark II. Just plays the same way.
Oh, McNaught read that beautifully. Finds Greeder, Fotu to his left, wraps around the pass, and Fotu just delicately drops it in. And Tuatara looking to play at a bit of pace here as well. Phil Tarangi fires it over. Fitzgerald thought about the 3, finds Lowe, a few feet behind the line, leaves it short. McNaught with the board. Here's Langley. Sizing up Vodanovic, shoots the 3-ball over him, leaves it short, rebounded by Tarangi. Vodanovic with good position. Greeder's got 2 fouls. Greeder's got 3 fouls.
And Greeder, I think, got caught there with just putting his, just reaching in with his off arm, and which I think really showed the foul for referee Corey Hogg here. You see here the post up, and just there, wow, maybe not. Looked like he took all the contact in the chest.
Even the apology from Vodanovic on the floor. As Greeder trudges his way to the bench with 3 fouls to his name.
And rather a large dent in his chest after Vodanovic just went straight through it.
That is a strong human, Tom Vodanovic. Low. Inside they go. This time Vodanovic gets it cleanly and finishes.
And just showing his strength right there. Aston Inwood's not the weakest player on the court either, and he just moved him out of the way pretty easy.
30-24, the Giants lead. Langley finding Inwood. Quick hands to McNaught. Langley has a mismatch in terms of speed anyway. Shoots a long 3-ball. Doesn't go. Vodanovic can't get it first time. Fotu says, I'll take it, thanks very much. Round he goes with a right-hand hook.
Yeah, got away with a little bit of an offensive foul.
Well, he had both sorts of hooks there, didn't he?
Yeah, he sure did. Lovely finish with the right hand. It doesn't matter how, it matters how many, right? And there was 2 points on the end of it.
The marquee signing for Coach Mike Fitchett. Dan Fotu, they go back a long way to when Dan was a teenager in the Breakers Academy, and Fitchett was his coach in the early mornings. Webster thought about the 3, maybe should have taken it instead. Hands it to Kobe Langley, his 2nd steal of the game, 2nd steal of his professional career. Again, gets the matchup onto Lowe, fires it over to Ingham, back to Langley. Gets Lowe to bite, pulls up from mid-range, drains the 2. Kobe Langley, 7 points.
Yeah, really nice interplay between Ingham and Langley there. Langley coming up with a much easier shot rather than the last 2 contested 3s.
Oh, beautiful cut. Cooper blocked by Langley.
Langley playing on the edge here.
That would have been a fourth foul. Instead, it was a clean blow. Fotu leaves that behind, and Tarangi and Cooper have a 2-on-1 on Langley, who can't foul. So Tarangi takes 2 easy points.
And smart play by Langley there. He didn't want to pick up his fourth foul. Possibly thinking he's still got 10 seconds to get the ball over halfway, as they do in college in America.
McNaught round an inward screen, fires it over to Ingham. Fotu. 3 on the shot clock. Ingham skips into the lane, up with the left, the finger roll. Tom Ingham going old school.
With the opposite hand. Great finish.
Low. With such patience and control of his body.
Corey Webster, not only a great scorer, but such a good facilitator there, and just comes off that on ball. And really easy target, Rob Lowe. Easy finish.
I remember the 2019 World Cup. Corey Webster. And we've had such fine performances from Tall Blacks at World Cups. That's one of the best, how he performed over there in China. Low. Trying to stop Fotu. Beautiful finish down Fotu.
A lot of contact along the baseline. Still able to finish Fotu.
Oh, Rob Lowe, absolutely big collision there. Who's the foul called on? On Fotu, I think. It is called on Fotu. He can't believe it.
No, I think
that was here in the GG Gardner Homes replay. I didn't see it in real time. There's Fotu at the top of your screen. I don't know.
I think the only reason that he gets called for a block there is because he's not taking contact in the chest. It's all on the side of his body. I know that the other opposition player can't run over somebody, but I think the reasoning for the call there, and I'm not a referee, very good A-grade referee, but all the contact was on the side of Dan Fotu's body and not in the chest. Almost completely the opposite to what happened to Dan Greeder.
Here it is again on the GG Gardner Homes replay. Watch Dan Fotu at the top of your screen.
Yeah, tough call for Fotu.
Didn't think you even realised Rob Lowe was coming.
Putting the Giants on the floor for 2024.
Congratulations to Rob Lowe, by the way, and Kelly on the delivery of young Olivia in their second.
Baby number 2.
Past few weeks.
Busy time in their household, I'm sure.
Lovely family, the Lows, and Rob's parents live down here now, so they're in the crowd tonight. Beth and David.
Hot chips, hot dogs, hot sauce, pizza, ready to go.
Plenty more to give for Rob Lowe as he comes towards the end of a wonderful career. Burst into the basketball consciousness, Phil, at the Under-19 World Cup.
Yeah, which was held in his hometown up in North Shore.
Westlake boy, one of the many Westlake boys. He's made it at the top level. And a great tall black and a great career in Europe and around the Australian NBL. Sounds like he's retiring. He's not, I hope, anytime soon.
No, I imagine he'll be playing for a few more years yet.
He doesn't give the Nelson crowd pizza tonight.
For Rob Lowe.
He splits his free throws. 38-29, the Giants lead. Desperate for a win in front of their home crowd. Ingham fires it over to Dempster. His first bit of action in 2024 tonight. Sam Dempster coming off a plantar fascia injury. Step back from Ingham in the mid-range, rolls around and into the outstretched hand of Lowe.
And not a bad look from Ingham, in and out.
Webster around the Lowe screen. Lowe likes the mismatch he has down here with Ingham. Finds Ledger up with his left. That's wayward. Who's going to come away with that? Fotu is.
Good possession on defence by the Giants here. I see young Hayden Jones looking to check back into the game. I'd say that Coach Fitchett would be taking Langley out.
Puts up the 3 ball. Rebounded by Lowe. Oh, just stolen away by Tom Ingham. And just a shot clock error, hence the whistle. Yeah, that steal there reminded me, Phil, of a YouTube video that I like to watch at least weekly of Sean Marks takes a shot and it's rebounded by Yao Ming, and Dylan Boucher just plucks it just like Tom Ingham does here from Rob Lowe. Just plucks it out just like that The play ends a bit differently because Boucher finds March and then dunks all over Yao Ming in one of the Five on the shot clock. McNaught just going straight at Tarangi, who defends him beautifully and comes away with a steal.
I thought there was a whistle there for a second. The game kept playing.
Tarangi. The floater. Off balance, can't get it to go. McNaught fires it ahead to Ingham. Webster does enough to put Ingham off the finish. Here's Webster. Driving up with the right hand and finishing, the veteran.
Yeah, professional scorer, Corey Webster.
Jones spinning on Barrow, and then at one end we have the Tall Blacks veteran, on the other end the Tall Blacks rookie, Hayden Jones, with an M1 opportunity.
Yeah, great move here by Hayden Jones, just puts his head down and gets to the rim. Gets himself off to the Chemist Warehouse foul line for an extra.
Converts it.
Knocks it down.
Potter hits the floor.
Nick Barrow sets the biggest screen anyone's ever seen. Just bangs into Dan Fortu.
Well, I used to play against Nick Barrow in club ball, and I'm not going to say it's the reason I moved from Auckland to Nelson. Avoiding those screens.
He's one of those lads that's just heavy, right? When he hits you, you know about it.
Defense, come on Nelson, defense.
10-point game. Webster around the low screen. Back to low, over to Tarangi. The Giants collapse, and they do a great job forcing the turnover.
Yeah, really good help side defense here from Fortu, and Tarangi just ran himself into no man's land, couldn't get a pass away. The Giants call a timeout. Minute 27 left on the clock, 41-31, 10-point lead to the Giants.
Once again, a big thank you to everybody on board. One of our partners, of course, at Nelson Airport. And don't forget, at the moment, the chance for you to win an amazing prize, thanks to Nelson Airport. Offering the chance for you to win flights with the Giants, along with that accommodation and courtside.
So Tuatara make their way further down Te Waipounamu to Otatahi Christchurch to take on the Canterbury Rams. That's going to be a great matchup. Grand final matchup.
Yeah, it will be. One of the tough road trips of this Sal's NBL. You've got the Giants Rams or either the Nugget Sharks. It's always a pretty big trip for most teams from up north.
Head to the game and accommodation on top of that when they take on the Tuatara on Friday 24th of May. NZNBL.co.nz. Good luck.
So a minute 27 to go in this first half. Hayden Jones trying to get free and does so. 17-year-old brings the ball up against Tom Vodanovic. Dempster sets the screen. Pick and pop. Three ball doesn't go for Sammy D. Webster comes down with the board.
Good look for Dempster. Ball was halfway in. Popped out.
Beautiful bounce pass. Dempster takes the charge in the post.
Dan Greeder sitting on the Giants bench. What have I got to do, he's saying. Exactly the same play. Sam Dempster just doesn't quite have the hair that shows the flopping style potentially.
So the inbound to Jones. He takes ball handling duties again. Last time at and finish in a wide open three for Dempster. This time Webster prevents that. And they like this match. Jones going at Barrow. Here's Dempster. Ingham in front of his bench. Drains another 3-ball. Tom Ingham.
Yeah, nice find by Dempster. Good patience.
Every time Nick Barrow just crinks forwards for a back screen, the Giants bench. Before we hear him screaming screen from the West Coast. Webster picks, pops. Can't get it to go. Rebound, Barrow. Out of bounds he goes, though. So Giants possession. Barrow pleading for a foul.
Yeah, and Hayden Jones doing a pretty good job there of battling with them on the boards.
Well, two old warriors on the court there, Barrow and Dempster. Two of the longest tenured players in the NBL, alongside the great Jared Kenny. Dempster. Fosu wanting it in the high post. Dempster puts the ball on the floor. He's going to go to work as Dempster is fouled by Barrow. So Sam Dempster will go to the line to shoot two at the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
The Giants are really making a bit of an emphasis to attack Barrow when he's on the floor. Here you see Dempster just backing it up and up fake and reach in there from Fitzgerald, I think. Picks up a foul. And Dempster off to the foul line.
My apologies to Nick Barrow if that was the foul was called on Fitzgerald, as Dempster makes the first. It was a nervy time at the free throw line for Sam Dempster, because at every home Giants games there's at least 20 of his Nelson College basketball students watching him, and he hammers them all week for free throws. And then they let him know if he misses one like he just did at the next practice, I can promise you that. The Giants sit into their zone. Tarangi comes up to get it. Oh, but Fotu gets in the way of the pass to Lowe. And the Giants were leaking out, but that is a nice heads-up play from Alex McNaught, who calls the player timeout with 2.7 seconds to go.
Yeah, a really unusual pass here from Corey Webster. I'm not sure what he was looking at. And Dan Fotu read it really well. And smart heads-up play from Alex McNaught. Not a lot of time, though, to get a shot off. 2.7 seconds.
I'd like to see a lob for Hayden Jones. They've got options out there with Fotu Ingham, who's made 2 threes already. Dempster, fine shooter. It is Dempster who gets it. Pump fake, shoots. Can't get it to go. So half-time here at the Trafalgar Centre. The Giants have come to play. They lead 45-31 over the Auckland Tuatara. Dan Fotu leading the way for the Giants with 10 points and 8 rebounds. Ruben Tarangi has 9 points for the Tuatara. Webster and Lowe on 8. And we can hear from Dan Fotu, who's with Phil Jones.
Good a hit out for the Giants first half. Obviously adding a couple of new pieces to the team is helping. What are you seeing from those boys?
Kobe and Dempster are doing a really good job, not just on offense but on defense. Kobe's come in and affected the game really well, and we just got to continue to do that in the second half.
Yeah, so second half, I think more of the same to get across the line?
For sure. If Sammy D keeps doing what he's doing, we're going to keep doing the little things that we really need, then we're going to get across the line.
All the best second half.
Thanks to Dan Fotu. Thank you, Phil. Half-time here, 45-31. The Giants, in search of their first win of the 2024 Sales NBL, lead the Auckland Tuatara at half-time. Stick with us here on the home of sports, Sky Sport. We'll be back after the break with some stats and analysis.
For you tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We are absolutely thrilled tonight to recognise a send-off to the largest ever contingent of Tasman Halberg athletes heading to the Halberg Games in Auckland next weekend. Give them a round of applause before they come out, please. Please welcome them onto the court, the Halberg Games. is our national sporting event that celebrates achievements of young people aged 8 to 21 with disabilities from across New Zealand. It is a platform where our young people can showcase their skills and their passion for sport, where it may never be realised through mainstream sport and rec programs. Not to mention a sporting pathway to the Paralympics as well. Last year in the Games, our entire Nelson Tasman Local region was represented by teams of endless 3 athletes. This year, ladies and gentlemen, 15 athletes strong at the Halberds from the top of the south. So please give them a round of applause. Let's hear for these individuals who make up our Tasman Halberd team. We certainly don't have everyone here tonight, but a big welcome to Captain Josh Tibbetts, Phoebe Hodgson, Alex Crombury, Nali Merrilees, Adelaide Gettle, Aidan Brown, Hunter Groovy, Millie Oram, Cole Fallon, Emily Rose Coleman, Freya McDonald, Liana Barron, Ben Murphy, Myra Romanowski, and Joel Kinley. They are all here tonight. And joined on board, of course, by Nelson MP Rachel Boyack and Nelson Mayor.
The most awkward politician walk and clap. Both of them, eh? Just the walk and clap.
15 athletes strong, heading to the Halberds. Standing ovation for these guys, please, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get on our feet. Show them your support.
Don't say that.
What an amazing team.
Pretend we're talking.
No, it's just like the get on your feet standing ovation when half of them.
You know what? Do you want to do one more round? I think we can. Let's go around again. You deserve it. 100%.
Rachel and Nick are like, oh great, you're going to do the awkward walk with the clap again. Bloody good stuff.
Massive.
If we
15 strong. That is so big. From 3 last time round.
Well, welcome back to the Trafalgar Centre, and a special moment here at half-time. The Tasman Halberg Games team being given a send-off as they make their way off to the Halberg Games next week in Auckland, as we celebrate inclusivity around in the NZNBL. Last year, Phil, the Tasman team, just 3 athletes, 16 this year going up to Tamaki Makaurau. Wonderful to see sport being celebrated at all levels.
Yeah, some pretty excited looking kids out on the floor. And this crowd here is doing a really good job of revving them up.
Well, these guys on your screen have done a good job revving this crowd up in the first half. Yet to win a game in 2024. They're doing a good job of it so far against this Auckland Tuatara side. The Giants, they lead 45-31 on the back of a 10-8 performance from Daniel Joeli Fotu. And as the Tasman Halberg team get a deserved send-off, we have a look at the Chemist Warehouse stats, and you can see the points being shared. Well, both teams sharing the points nicely, Phil.
Yeah, they are, and I think that's a testament to the way the teams are playing some team basketball, and see Fotu's doing a really good job both on the offensive and defensive end, getting boards as well. Ingham still in the assist stat line, and Hayden Jones coming up with a block. Dan Greta with that really big block. And the Giants doing a good job of making the Tuatara turn the ball over with 7 steals for the first half, and that'll be something that the Tuatara will be talking about and making sure they look after the basketball. Very important aspect of the game.
Well, it's a party at half-time here in Whakatū. Friday night hoops for you on the Sal's NBL, and the Nelson Giants lead the Auckland Tuatara 45-31. The second half coming up after the break from the Trafalgar Centre on the home of sport, Sky Sport.
Boy, what a game, eh? Don't know about you, but I feel exhausted. Canteen, of course, is up and running. Still a time for you to stock up. Springerford crafted beer, wines from Hunter's Wines, non-alcohol, low alcoholic refreshments available in the canteen as well, or the bar. The canteen has your hot dogs, your hot chips, your hot Sal's pizza, your hot sushi.
I was aware that I might be heard, so I was careful what I said, but I was like... We gotta be careful then. We'll just do this. I know. They're gonna go. Oh, yeah. It's a good fun game, eh?
And time to look at our half-time.
Doesn't feel like we're leading by 14.
Hey. Part of the NBS Nelson Giants, Data Sentinel. And leading the way for the NBS Nelson Giants so far, with 10 points and 8 rebounds in the first half, Dan Futu.
Still says he can still hear it.
Once again, I'm going to say a big thank you to Sal's Authentic New York Pizza, naming partner of the Sal's NBL, TJ Gardner Homes, presenting partner. Also Sky Broadband, major partner. Sky Sport, official broadcast and major partner of the Sal's NBL. Barnacard and Coin, naming partner of the Sal's NBL referees. New Balance, official team apparel and merchandise partner. Malton, official bulk supplier. And Arline, official hydration partner of the Sal's NBL for 2024.
Kia ora, welcome back to the Trafalgar Centre. Kia ora, welcome back to the Trafalgar Centre. 45-31, the Giants lead the Tuatara here at half-time. The third quarter just a couple minutes away. Hugh Bannon here alongside Phil Jones. And Phil, we look at the shooting percentages from that first half. The Giants shooting 41 from the field. The Tuatara 38 from three-point land. Both teams struggling, 16%. 3 for 18 for the NBS Nelson Giants, 2 for 11 for 18% for the Auckland Tuatara.
Yeah, no, I think that is probably testament to the defense that both teams are playing. They're really trying to take away the three-point shots from each other, which is forcing teams to drive into the paint. And obviously the Giants are very aware of the fact that the Tuatara can shoot the ball well. You see the slight shift in the
those watching at home, not backing the Giants despite their 14-point lead at half-time. So plenty of firepower on that Auckland Tuatara roster still. And the fans at home thinking there's more to come from the Websters, the Tarangis, the Lows of this world in this second half. And I'm sure that'll be very much on Coach Mike Fitch's mind too.
Yeah, absolutely. I think this is a team that when they switch on and wake up, not saying they're not awake, but when they actually decide to go mode, it becomes quite difficult for the opposition. So the Giants have got to be very wary of the Tuatara making a run, especially early in this third quarter. I think Coach Aaron Young will be having a chat to his players about their first opportunity on offense, and I imagine it'll be something that they look inside, try and have an inside presence. Vodanovic has been good there. Rob Lowe's a big target. I think the ball will be definitely in first and then potentially out to the three-point shooter, or if they can get something easy at the rim, they'll go for it. important for Kobe Langley from the Giants to try and stay out of foul trouble. 3 early fouls. 3 fouls in 3 minutes in the first half, which is tough to stay on the court when that happens. So he's got to be smart about how he utilises his fouls and plays defence in the second half.
7 points, 3 for 6 from the field. 2 steals for Kobe Langley to go with his 3 fouls. He'll start the second half here for the Giants.
And he hasn't spent a lot of time on the court, so he's done a pretty good job with the minutes that he's played.
Just 7 minutes, or 7 minutes 44 seconds for Langley. And here he is. We get us underway in the third quarter here at the Trafalgar Centre. Into Fotu they go. Back to Langley. Young Tukaha Cooper on him. Langley drives it in. Fires it back to Fotu. Thought about the 3, instead finds Greeder, who doesn't think twice about the 3 and drains it. Daniel Greeder gets the Giants underway in this third quarter.
A high arcing shot from Dan Greeder. Crowd love that.
Low hits McNaught with a good screen and a great seal under the hoop from Vodanovic on Dempster.
Vodanovic just eclipsed Dempster on that seal. Open the lane up for Corey Webster, 2 of the easiest points he'll get the whole game. It's Langley fires away from deep.
Rebounded by Webster. Low finds Tarangi. Fotu with his hands full with Rob Lowe. Oh, Rob Lowe out the back door to Tarangi, who gets round Greeder. And a nice finish from Ruben Tarangi.
And Greeder did well not to pick up a foul there. I think that would have potentially been his 4th for the game.
Sits on 3, you're right. Here he is on the offensive end. Oh, slipping, but keeping his feet and possession. McNaught puts up a 3. Bounces around, but Lowe comes down with it. Tarangi again looking to attack the rim. This time he can't finish. Cooper in there doing a good job, but McNaught tidies it up. Go with the call from the Giants bench. Langley puts on the Jets. Drops it off to Fotu. Surrounded by Tuatara. Vodanovic facing the wrong way, and Fotu takes full advantage.
Fotu just says, get out of my way. It's a little sneaky little elbow to Vodanovic's back.
Webster. Nice pass to Vodanovic, who does the rest. 50-37 early in the third. Langley. Around a 4-2 screen. Finds Dempster. Greeder puts the ball on the floor. Straight at Tarangi, who does a great job just backtracking out the way. But the ball does come off Tarangi, so Giants possession.
Yeah, Tarangi just doing a really good job pulling the chair out from under Greeder there. Couldn't gain his balance. Greeder trying to create contact. Nothing there, and Giants lucky to get away with the baseline inbounds. 6.9 seconds on the shot clock. Plenty of time to get something up.
Well, we've got 7 Tall Blacks on the floor at the moment, Phil. 7 players with Tall Blacks caps on the floor, which is just awesome to see. In the NZNBL, Langley's floater with his right hand doesn't drop. Vodanovic with the rebound. Here's Tukaha Cooper, the Northlander, dropping a beautiful pass inside to Rob Lowe, who finishes off.
Here's the little momentum shift for the Tuatara now. Just finding it too easy on the interior of the Giants' defense.
Fotu looks to hand it off, fakes the handoff to Langley. Greeder cuts back door instead. Fotu goes to Langley. McNaught catch and shoot for 3. That one goes down. Alex McNaught. We're happy to see that one drop.
Now look good out of the hand. We're staring straight down the basket and never looked like missing as soon as he let it go.
Webster using all the footwork. Step back, jumper from the baseline, doesn't go. Low with the rebound. Just towering above everyone else in there. And he goes to work on Langley trying to draw the foul. Instead comes away with 2 points.
Yeah. Sam Dempster playing some really good defense here on Corey Webster and forced him into a miss, and Rob Lowe just too big on the offensive board.
Greeter, baseline jumper. He gets such a high arc. That came down with snow on it. 2 points for Dan Greeter.
And he gives it a real chance to go in the basket with such a high arc.
Oh, Lowe clatters Alex McNaught and he's called for the foul.
And it's always an interesting one with these bigs that are holding the basketball and looking at handoffs, and it's just the momentum of the shift of the change of their feet, you know, sticking their hip out, and Alex McNaught does a good job of showing that there was contact. Throws his head back and Rob Lowe picks up the foul. And you see here Rob Lowe's got it and just turns backwards into Alex McNaught. He's really got to just be standing still, allow McNaught to get past.
Well, they were almost teammates this year. Well documented. Alex McNaught had a decision to make. The Tuatara recruited him pretty aggressively. Fotu puts up the three. That doesn't go. Tarangi with the rebound. Pretty agonising decision, I think, for McNaught to go play for his hometown Auckland, for his old school coach Aaron Young, or to stick with Nelson, who gave him his chance. Rebound by Dempster after the Tarangi miss. Feels good to say rebounded by Dempster again in 2024.
Sure, he's looking pretty gassed out there, Sam Dempster.
Langley shoots the three ball. Off to the right.
Yeah, I think Kobe Langley's taking the right shots, but he's also settling a little bit. He probably needs to use his speed and get to the basket. The Giants just feeling like they're feeling a little bit hard done by there. Thought there was a push in the back.
Dempster hands it off to Langley. McNaught around a 4-2 screen. Low in front of him. Dempster drops it in. Fotu might look to go to work on Nick Barrow here with 4 on the shot clock.
And Nick Barrow just called for a bit of a push. I think Dan Fotu just got a little, got away with a baby hook, I think, but there was more contact from Nick Barrow. Nick Barrow asking for the offensive foul. We see here Nick Barrow just getting caught in Fotu's elbow potentially.
The chicken wing. The Tim Duncan-esque chicken wing out from Fotu as Greeter kills into the inbound pass. Gets Vodanovic to bite. Low up there as well, but Greeter somehow gets it to go.
Yeah, plays through the contact. Nick Barrow looking for that full court screen all the time.
Great trap from the Giants on Webster, but he does well to get out of it, and Fitzgerald finishes it off.
Yeah, tough one for the Giants. Really good trap and nice ball movement by the Tuatara, and Fitzgerald knocks a three down in the corner.
Greeter again aggressively trying to curl to the rim. Good defense by Vodanovic and Low. Fotu fakes the handoff, drives and finishes. Dan Fotu has 14 points.
Yeah, nice patience by Fotu.
Webster, Barrow cleared the way. Webster lost it in the air, somehow regathers and kisses it off the glass.
Sam Dempster looking at him going, what's going on? He got a great tip on the basketball. Webster presence of mind to catch and finish.
12 points for C-Web. Ingham, he's made 2 threes. He's made 3 now. Tom Ingham, it's a 2. Toe on the line. The Tom Ingham classic. Oh, Webster looks to split the gap. Foul called on Alex McNaught.
And there are some tired bodies out on the floor right now. A lot of hands on knees. And the pace, the first part of this quarter has been pretty frenetic. Almost looks like a bit of a rapid league out there. Timeout for the Tuatara. Talk about things.
We see here in the GJ Gardner Holmes replay, Webster looking to go through the McNaught Dempster doors.
He just threw himself through the gap and a lot of contact.
These guys are dangerous. G-Max and TJ6. They're fully licensed.
I'll make sure we get who heads on Wednesday night, 6 o'clock. The Brook, Andrew, Casey. All your Sales NBL action.
Oh, you didn't do it again, did you?
Will this team in blue feature with their first win of 2024? The lead 61-48 with 3.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. T-shirt cannons are back out at the Trafalgar Centre.
Get out all the kids on the end of this there, right?
There's the Tuatara to talk things over. Tom Vodanovic in there, very vocal. Steadily adding to his CV. He's played stints with the Sydney Kings, Tasmania Jack Jumpers, overseas in the Philippines.
Winning championships in both Sydney and Jack Jumpers this year. Congratulations to them and their first championship for the club.
Well, congratulations to Mika Vicona.
Wow,
the basketball operations there at the Tasmania Jack Jumpers. Had some pretty good times in this gym, did Mika Vicona. Had some pretty bad times when he lived here. Webster, Cooper, Fotu with a good hand. Here's Webster getting himself over on the three-point line, doesn't drop.
And Dan Fotu doing enough to keep the ball alive. Giants come up with a rebound.
Langley looking for Fotu. Pulls up from two-point range this time, Kobe Langley, and rolls around the rim and drops out. Rebounded by Lowe.
Good look from Langley.
Still need to remind ourselves he landed in New Zealand just 2 days ago, met his teammates for the first time last night, had about a 45-minute practice. And here he is playing his first game of professional basketball. Finds Ingham. Ingham looking for his fourth three ball of the night. Rebounded by Lowe.
Yeah, good look by Ingham. I think, definitely a shot that he needs to be ready to take, and especially after making three.
8 rebounds for Rob Lowe. Webster around the Vodanovic screen, and a big one at that. Oh, the turnover almost came. Fine pass from Tukaha Cooper to Rob Lowe.
A couple of Giants players looking like pinballs out there at the moment, bouncing off Tuatara players.
Ingham. Inwood with the rugby pass. Good rugby player, Aston Inwood. Blocked by Lowe. Called for a foul is Rob Lowe. And I don't think he agrees with the call.
Yeah, I think Rob Lowe just potentially picking up this foul. You see here, nice little drop pass. Aston Inwood, good hands. Pretty unlucky Rob Lowe there to get pinged with a foul.
The look down the camera, Rob. Love it.
Referee Melanie O'Connor. One of the most experienced referees in our NBL. Doesn't want a bar of it.
Rob Lowe's had a lot of games. Mel O'Connor's had more. Zinwood lets both his free throws.
Making Nelson College proud, just one of the 4 players from
A sub here. Sam Dempsey comes back into the game for Dan Greeder. Greeder with 14 points.
Sam Dempsey's had a great impact on this game, both offensively and defensively. Real pleasure for Coach Fisher to have back in the lineup.
Fitzgerald, Langley into the passing lane, and between him and Aston Inwood, they come up with the ball for the MBS Nelson Giants. Langley goes around a Dempster screen, slings it back to the captain. Dempster out in front, he would have loved to see that go down. Grimace of frustration as it comes off the front iron. Tarangi with a quick move. Cooper cutting, everything but the finish for the Tuatara there.
Yeah, lovely little play position. You see Aston Inwood just couldn't quite grab it. But the Tuatara offense last position was very, very good. Just didn't have the finish.
Vodanovic goose-stepping his way down the court. Vodanovic wants it low. Barrow setting the off-ball screen. Fitzgerald doing the rest. 3 ball from the corner. Ruben Fitzgerald.
Yeah, a little bit too easy for Fitzgerald there. No one guarding him from the Giants.
10-point game. 40 seconds to go in the third quarter. Ingham seeing a little bit of daylight. Foul called on Tukaha Cooper. And Tom Ingham will go to the line to shoot 2.
Baseline call. It's interesting. I would have thought that
he's shooting.
He's shooting, yeah. Sorry, I just heard Coach Fitchett yell out baseline. He had me fooled. Not hard to do though, I hear.
No comment.
Ingham knocks the first down.
Well, I'll be happy with his work tonight. Tom Ingham, 11 points. Vidanovic looking to get an early 3.
For a 2-for-1 in the last 35 seconds of this quarter.
Langley under duress from Ruben Fitzgerald, who's called for a foul.
Not a smart foul either. That's going to put the Giants back to the foul line. It's the 15th foul for the Tuatara. Fitzgerald just slightly annoyed with himself there.
Well, we know you like Kobe Langley, he's a lefty. The other thing on the Phil Jones tick list is, can he shoot your free throws?
Yeah. It is an important aspect of the game. And not only does he miss, he manages to get a wedgie.
Right on cue. I don't often see the wedgie from the free throw line, do you?
No, not very often. If you do that, you should get a redo, I reckon. Mulligan?
Shot 73% in his senior year at college from the line, Phil. 50% in his pro career now as he takes a seat, replaced by Hayden Jones.
Yep, we see Hayden Jones in. Get Langley out for the last possession of the third quarter. Make sure he doesn't pick up any fouls.
22 seconds to go in the third.
I like what I'm seeing from Langley. You know, obviously he hasn't been in the country long. First hit out for his new team, so a lot to look forward to from him.
Ruben Fitzgerald keeping an eye on that clock. Goes around the barrow screen, fires it over to Fitzgerald to hit one from there just a few possessions ago. Great defense from Tom Ingham, but somehow Ruben Fitzgerald banks it in. And 3 quarters of action are done here at the Trafalgar Centre. We are set for a tantalising final quarter, 66-55. The Giants lead the Tuatara here at 3-quarter time.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome onto the courts. This is Taylor, give him a round of applause. And over here, Xander. In the middle of the court we go. This is the Sales NBL Steel. Team Sales pizza slice bounces to be stolen. We've got Taylor, Xander, each running to make a bucket. As soon as they make a bucket, they come back and get yourself a slice of pizza. You've got 45 seconds, you're ready to go. So Xander, down this end with Dan. Taylor up this end. First one through for Taylor straight away. Xander got one as well. Back for a piece of pizza. Drop it on the ground on your side. Run back, get another one. 15 seconds in. Big shot, Xander. Xander's a natural. Taylor's got one as well. Back for another slice. 15 seconds to go. Run. Shots up. Boom. Boom. There we go. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 1. We aim to goal time, and there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Give him a round of applause. I'm sure Xander got another one, didn't he? Absolutely got another. Take another one, Xander. There you go. Pick up your pizza. Bring it with you. Give him a round of applause.
Full crowd at Trafalgar Centre tonight, 21 straight sellouts. But if you couldn't make it, you're watching at home, why not get yourself a beautiful Sal's Authentic New York Pizza. To watch the game with $40 for a large Fire Island pizza, use the online code SALSHOOP. Valid until Tuesday the 16th of April. Perfect. Take you right through round 3 of the Sales NBL. Use the online code SalesHoop at sales.co.nz.
It looks so good right now.
It really does.
Well, surely we can arrange a bit of pizza for us here.
We're 1 quarter away. The Giants lead the Tuatara 66-55. Can they hold on for their first win of 2024? A turnover to start. Webster chasing down McNaught and fouling him.
And smart foul by Webster, making McNaught earn it. I think Alex McNaught thought he was just going to have an easy layup there. Webster kind of looked like he gave up at the beginning, and then was like, oh no, let's hustle back and make him earn it from the Chemist Warehouse foul line. And Dan Fotu forcing a turnover there. Alex McNaught knocks the first one down.
8 out of the 10 players on the court, Phil, have represented the Tall Blacks. Dan Greener, one of the other 2, has represented the Boomers. A young Tukaha Cooper, well, who knows what's in his exciting future. Well, we have some talent on the floor here at the Trafalgar Centre tonight, and it's great to see. Here's Rob Lowe, who's played more for the Tall Blacks than anyone out there. Webster, that is some beautiful 2-man basketball between Webster and Lowe, and it will result in Rob Lowe going to the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
Yeah, and Corey Webster just makes it look so easy. He comes off the screen. Obviously, he's got a very good target in Rob Lowe and experienced big man, but just got time on his hands. Sees what's in front of him, delivers a really good pass, and Rob Lowe does the rest.
'80-timer Tall Black, Rob Lowe. Makes his first from the stripe.
And a real strength of his game is his ability to shoot the basketball. As I chuck the curse on him.
Rebounded by Fotu. His 9th to go with his 14 points. Just his first rebound in the second half, actually, Dan Fotu. Here's Hayden Jones back into the game. A one-time Tall Black. Spinning, and will go the line to shoot to himself.
And good to see Jones continuing to be aggressive as he was in the Rapid League, and nice little spin move, and just Tukaha Cooper just getting caught with his arm, maybe not quite vertical.
Gets the first to go.
And Jones makes the first of 2.
Knocks the second down.
5 points for the year 13 student at Waimea College. Here's Cooper inside to Vidanovic. So look, well, Dempster does a good job of forcing him outside to collect it, but Vidanovic squares him up, drives it in. Oh, bodies clattering everywhere. Giants possession.
Sam Dempster's pumped with his effort on the defensive end there, forcing Vidanovic into a tough little shot, and Giants do enough to get a defensive rebound.
Tom Vidanovic 6 and 8, and still plenty of basketball to be played here. So he'll be looking just to refine his touch.
Yeah, he hasn't played a lot of basketball in the last sort of 6 months, you know.
Also, just coming off a wedding, like his own wedding.
Yeah.
You know, that's a massive life milestone, and just to turn it on and get straight back into playing basketball. Great leak out from Vidanovic on cue. Jones right there with him. Vidanovic with the finish.
Referee Corey Hoggs had enough, and that is a technical foul on Vidanovic. You see the Giants walk down and shoot a free throw. I think they're chatting about who's going to shoot it.
It's going to be Hayden Jones.
Surprisingly, young Hayden Jones gets the call up.
And for all he's achieved so far in his young career, that might be the proudest I've ever seen you of him. Him being called to shoot the free throw.
I'm sure he wouldn't mind me saying I'm not 100% sure whether I would have put him on the foul line.
Well, he made it. There's 6 points.
Maybe he got lucky with Sam
his shoe up.
Doing his shoelace up, and Hayden was the next best option.
McNaught and Lowe sharing a joke as McNaught brings the ball up. Former teammates, of course, at the Breakers. Here is Jones. Tarangi in front of him. Goes to work on Vidanovic. Looks to kiss it off the glass. Low with the board, and here's Webster. Looks up and sees Dempster in front of him and goes right at him and earns a foul.
Sammy D looking at Sampan. What are you talking about? Feeling like he moved his feet like a young fella.
Smart play from Webster.
Man, probably a smart play from Dempster too. Slowed the Tuatara down, picked up a foul, allows his team to get back on defense.
Just the first foul for the returning Nelson Giants captain. Webster, low sneaking along the baseline, finds his teammate and Corey Webster drains the three.
And that's the one guy on this team that you can't leave wide open like that. He doesn't need much space. And he's not the guy you want to get going in this game either.
10 points, the Giants lead. They've led from the get-go. And they want to be leading at the let-go as McNaught finds Dempster, turns down the three, puts it on the floor. Turnaround jumper. Took a bit of contact. He's going to claim it's a pass to Fotu, who can't finish either. And here comes Webster. 5-on-4 advantage to the Tuatara. Webster drives and finishes. Corey Webster putting the Tuatara on his back and brings the deficit to single digits. Timeout, NBS Nelson Giants.
Yeah, and smart timeout here by Coach Fitchett. Just feels the momentum shift, and Corey Webster definitely starting to take over, which is what he loves to do in the crunch time of games. He's more than capable of putting a team on his back, and Giants need to talk about it.
We're going to take it right around the stadium. On 3, 2, 1, boom! Oh, that's it. Good work.
See the good old Mexican wave firing up here in the Trafalgar Centre. It wouldn't be a basketball game if it didn't happen at the Trafalgar Centre.
Good work on the tables.
Basketball absolutely pumping in Nelson.
Yeah, pretty good effort by Sam Dempster there, 2 feet in the paint, which we love, and Ingham finding a wide open shot. You see Corey Webster smart, just creating the contact, and Alex McNaught picking up a foul.
Second foul for McNaught. Corey Webster, 17 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and looking like he's in win mode in the fourth quarter. Finds Rob Lowe. The two Westlake boys played a lot of basketball together, and that one doesn't drop for Rob Lowe. Dempster hands it back to Langley. Step back three. Kobe Langley high off the back iron. Webster tips it to Lowe, who can't keep it in.
And smart play by Webster, just trying to tip it over to his teammate, just a little bit strong. Langley, we haven't seen much from him in this game so far, of him getting into the paint and putting some pressure on the defense. He seems to be settling a bit for the three-point jumper. I think I'd like to see if we can get him downhill and see what he can create for his teammates.
Here he is firing over to Greeder. Greeder fading away. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Lowe. Rebound number 11 for Rob Lowe. And the Tuatara stringing together stops. Ingham with the foul.
The Giants now pick up their 4th team foul, so that will see the Tuatara heading to the foul line with every Giants team foul now. See Dan Fotu stepping back into the game. Sam Dempster having a break.
Well, the offense dried up in the 4th quarter last week against the Wellington Saints, Phil. And Webster again finding a little bit of space. Greeder comes with the help defense. Fotu with the rebound. And here's Fotu moving downhill.
Corey Webster has not stopped looking at referee Sam Pan.
3-ball, Fotu gets it to go.
Yeah. After that last drive to the basket, he felt like there was contact, nothing called.
Quick move, the pass a little bit at it. To Kaha Cooper's reach. I think Corey Webster saying, stay in the corner, young fella. And a timeout called, I think, by Coach Aaron Young.
Yeah, I think Coach Aaron Young, good timeout from him too. You can see that Corey Webster's a little bit frustrated, not getting the fouls called from him, and then just a turnover on the last possession. And I think it's a good timeout from the Tuatara with the momentum changing for the Giants.
Basketball in Nelson. So GI Antics, if you want to check that one out, download the podcast. A few episodes already out.
74-63.
Not forgetting that chance for you to win things.
Just over 5 minutes to go in this 4th quarter.
Flights with the Giants, along with the combination courtside tickets for them to play the Tuatara up in Auckland on Friday the 24th of May. So
Both teams
with the Giants and the Flyer fan competition.
will be talking about what they need to do now to get a win across the line. I think for the Tuatara, they've just got to keep their heads on the, and stay in the game, not get frustrated by the referees, keep going to their main guys. And the Giants, it's all about defense for them right now. Come up with some stops, execute on the offensive end, and make free throws.
Some great basketball still to come this weekend. The Airs take on the Fire, the Nuggets, the Saints, Rams, Tuatara. 5 minutes 40 to go here on Friday night at the Trafalgar Centre. The Giants looking for their first win of 2024. Fotu, ball on a string, back to Langley. Might look to go to work here on young Tukaha Cooper into the lane. Ingham over low. Tom Ingham!
Yeah, and that's all from that penetration by Langley, 2 feet in the paint.
Webster finds Vodanovic. Finishes off the line.
The Tuatara just giving it to the officials right now.
Vodanovic has to be careful. Oh, Webster with the steal. Low to his left. Turnover from Webster, and he's moving a little gingerly, is he? No, he's not. He's up. Good to see.
Alex McNaught's a little bit sore after that contact.
Greeder, great defense from Rob Lowe. And the rebound too. Vodanovic is a wide open lane. Foul called on Fotu first. It's the 3rd foul on Dan Fotu.
And that will see Vodanovic heading to the foul line.
Vodanovic saying I had a wide open layup.
Yeah, interesting call. Like Fotu could have been on the side of, Vodanovic there, and
Jacoby Langley just gingerly making his way down the Giants bench, Phil, to the physio. Hayden Jones into the game for him.
Yeah, I think he's probably cramping a little bit. He spent a bit of time on a plane, and it's been a pretty physical and intense game. Obviously his first game in a while.
So some big time minutes for Hayden Jones with 4 minutes 30 to go in a close game, and he gets the rebound. He gets the senior Tall Black Rumtarangi chasing him down as well.
Yeah, well, this is where players have to step up given the opportunity.
McNaught open on the 3-point line. In and out from Alex McNaught. Fotu fighting for the rebound, but Tarangi comes down with it. They trail by 11 to the Auckland Tuatara. Inside to Lowe. Fitzgerald. Back inside, this time to Vodanovic. Fouled by Greta, but it doesn't drop, so Tom Vodanovic will go to the Chemist Warehouse stripe to shoot 2. 4th foul on Dan Greta.
And I thought we might have seen Fitzgerald let that 3-ball go. He's hit a couple from the corner so far this game.
Dempster comes into the game.
And Dan Greta picked up his 4th foul there.
Here's some noise, Nelson. See the feet.
Vodanovic makes the first.
Thunder in the stadium. Get those feet. Start stopping it.
Knocks the second down. Makes it a 9-point ball game with 3:58 to go.
13 points for Vodanovic to go with 8 rebounds. Greta will bring the ball up. Tarangi on him. Almost leaves it behind. Does well to recover. Takes a lot of contact from Webster. Gets it to go. Dan Greta is fired up. He'll go to the line for one more.
A tough finish from Greta. Pretty good defense from Corey Webster. Just moves his feet, takes a bit of contact, and knocks it down. Tough finish. Tom Ingham, hyped.
Well, his family are in the crowd today, Dan Greta, as we said. You might see his brother right behind him. And he'll be absolutely pumped, flown over for Australia for this game. I should correct myself, that last foul called on Tom Ingham, Phil. So Greta remains on 3 fouls. And there he is, potentially picking up number 4 as Ruben Tarangi gets the M1 to go.
Tough finish from Tarangi. We're seeing some plays right now from these guys. Some really tough finishes at the rim.
That one is called on Greta. Well, there's some big-time players on this Tuatara roster. Ruben Tarangi is one of them. He spent a lot of time as captain of the Tall Blacks. Played in the Australian NBL for a long time. Well, Alex McNaught does a great job to get around Webster. Here is McNaught to the rim, up with his right hand, can't finish. And the Tuatara, with just over 3 minutes to go, will have a chance to eat into this 8-point lead. Webster doesn't get it to go, but Vodanovic is going to be called for the push-off. Tom Ingham.
Might see Tom Ingham walk the length of the court here and shoot free throws. I'm not sure whether that's it is the 5th team foul for the Tuatara, and sure enough, off to the Chemist Warehouse foul line. And the old whole of the stadium here at Trafalgar Centre sighed a collective sigh of relief when that ball went in and out from Corey Webster.
Ingham looking to add to his 14 points today. First one rattles in despite a bit of smack talk from Ruben Tarangi, judging by the 2 smiles shared between Tom and Ruben. Makes them both. There's the one they called Ingy. And he takes a seat on the bench as Greta comes back into the game.
A couple of big free throws here for the Giants, just keeping the scoreboard ticking over.
Defense.
3 minutes to go in this 10-point game. Webster moving, fouled. Fotu called for the foul, that's his 4th. So Mike Fitchett has Greta on 4, Fotu on 4, Langley on 3.
Langley hasn't picked up another foul since his first 3 of the
first 3 minutes.
First 3 minutes of the game.
Make some noise. yours, Nelson.
Webster not happy with the ball. Once it dried.
Well, I did notice that Dan Greeter on when he gathered that ball after the foul was called, he gave it a good old rugby hug and put it all over his very sweaty playing jersey, I would imagine.
Makes the first is Corey Webster.
And Corey Webster is extremely solid from this part of the court. There's a little chat out to the bench by the sounds of it.
Tom Gargiulo, the Giants assistant, said get the rebound. Webster made a second and said, heck no. Here's Dempster. Langley. Straight off the play and straight into a close one against the title favourites. For Kobe Langley. Greeter cops the contact. Can't get it to drop, but it'll go to the Chemist Warehouse stripe to shoot 2.
And interestingly, if I was Coach Fitchett, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't want my assistant coaching staff trying to heckle Corey Webster.
Of all people.
He's the last guy that you want to get fired up. Greeter makes the first.
17 points for the man from Perth or Western Australia. Makes them both, and after a torrid free throw performance in his first home game for the Giants, Phil, he came on the Nelson Giants podcast, GI Antics, and you ripped into him, and since then, he has been near perfect from the line.
Yeah, he's definitely improved in that part of his game, and maybe he just needed a little short, sharp reality jab just to get him fired up and focused, and it seems to have worked.
10-point ball game. 2:35 on the clock to go. And like I say, we'd love to see you.
2:35 left on the game clock. Both teams in the bonus, so any fouls, either team is shooting free throws. 10-point ball game. Giants up 10.
The Giants 6 turnovers to their name, Phil. 24 against the Saints, so Mike Fitcher will certainly be happy with that. 17 turnovers for the Tuatara, so Aaron Young will have the opposite feelings from the free throw line. Again, a vast improvement for the Giants. 20 for 23, 86% from the line. 8 for 12 for the team from the Big Smoke.
Yeah, it's a pretty good effort by the Giants to turn around, particularly the turnover side of things. I'd say from a defensive rebounding or rebounding perspective, it must be a reasonably even battle.
42 to 39 in favour of the Tuatara, and the GIN. Nothing's going to stop their party tonight. And this crowd would dearly love to go home with a W from its favourite team, but the Tuatara will have plenty to say about that, and more so than anyone, Corey Webster. He looks upstairs for Lowe. And that's come off the leg of Lowe. Good defence from Sam Dempster.
I think Rob Lowe's asking why did he lose the ball. I think there's potentially a little bit of contact.
See on the GJ Garden Homes replay, he's claiming there's contact from Fotu. Dempster had the last say on the ball that came off Lowe's leg. Oh, Dempster's got to watch out. Tarangi in mid-court. Good pressure from the Tuatara. Greeter stuck under the hoop, wanted a foul, didn't come, and here come the Tuatara. Tarangi's going to have to go and get that. Somehow stays in bounds.
Oh, I thought that was going in.
Giants possession. What was it? Crazy 2 drives up the floor.
I thought Vodanovic was had just completed offensive goaltending on his own team.
At what point, Phil, does the clock become the friend of the NVS Nelson Giants? 2 minutes, 1 second to go. Alex McNaught going to the Chemist Warehouse stripe to shoot 2. Third foul on Corey Webster. Wow. At what point in a 10-point game or a game that's fluctuating between 8 and 11 points does the clock become your friend?
Well, I think the game can change very quickly. Turnovers, made threes. The Tuatara definitely have the weapons to be able to knock down some 3 balls pretty quickly. This is the aspect where you need to be good at the end of the game, is making free throws to just keep that team away. Empty possession here allows the Tuatara another chance to get back in. So you know, it's not over till it's over, but if the Giants can get it inside of a minute, this will be very helpful. Offensive rebound.
Sam Dempster came up pretty lame after that rebound. Looks to be moving okay now. I wonder if it's a bit of cramp. Langley, deep three, off the back iron. Who's going to come away with that? Out of bounds it goes. Tuatara possession.
Back to the Tuatara.
Tuatara have got to be, you know, looking to get downhill pretty quick here and get something up early, and then trying to turn into defense mode straight away.
Greeder on 4 fouls, guarding Tarangi as he makes his way up the floor. Fotu on 4 fouls, makes the switch. Webster turns the corner, driving, scurrying as Corey Webster does, and finishing at the hoop.
Yeah, Webster making that look easy. Quick bucket.
Out of bounds off Rob Lowe, somehow trying to rough Lowe with one of the more audacious calls I've seen.
Potentially the biggest feet on the court, trying to say that he didn't
into
kick
row
it.
3 and tries to claim it came straight off Kobe Langley. Love the audacity, has to go over half court. The Tuatara know that Langley move. McNaught has to get it in. He doesn't in time. 5-second violation. And just a little bit of panic setting in here. And maybe just an air of panic around the Trafalgar Centre as well, Phil, as we're in for a tense finish, a minute 28 to go. Giants 83, Tuatara 75.
I think potentially the Giants were thinking they're going to get a reset clock there, but they didn't.
No foul on Fotu, which would have been his 5th. And who's that going to be called on? That might be the end of Dan Greeder's night. It is. Dan Greeder picks up foul number 5. And Tom Ingham will come into the game to finish this one off. A minute 23 to go.
And smart foul by Greeder, you know, not giving up the easy bucket and sending Tarangi to the foul line. We've got an 8-point ball game, minute 23 to go. You know, knock these two down, and all of a sudden it's a 6-point ball game.
And then Tarangi. He's been to a few free throw lines in his time.
Make some noise, Nelson.
And he makes them both. Timeout for Mike Fitchett and the MBS Nelson Giants. They have a 6-point lead with a minute 23 to go, in search of their first win of the season, up against a team many favour to be right there at the very end of the NZNBL in 2024.
Yeah, a lot of firepower, and obviously not having Cam Glidden here, and also Charlie Dalton to come back into the lineup as well. A couple of very influential players for this group. Just deepens their roster quite a lot.
Chris McIntosh also another man who's been around.
Yeah, and I got a couple of young guys away with the under-17 NZ commitments, and yeah, it'll be an interesting group when they get together. Obviously, Vodanovic's first hit out for Sal's NBL 24, so yeah, I can only see these guys getting tougher as the season progresses. And they're definitely not out of this game. The Giants here calling a timeout. They'll be looking to put a set together. I would say that they will be inbounding from their baseline so they can utilise as much of the clock as possible. They won't look to advance, I wouldn't imagine. Just to try and take as much time off the clock as they can. And the key for them here is to stay aggressive, you know, bring the referees into the game, make them be a part of it, and get yourself to the foul line at minimum so that you've got an opportunity to extend the score that way at least.
So the first task, let's get the ball in cleanly.
6 points. Giants lead. Giants with a finish.
That's Langley who brings it up for the Giants. He was brought in to change the fortunes of this Giant side, who began the season 0-3. There's more help still to come. Oh, that pass behind Tom Ingham. Out of bounds it goes. So a minute 8 to go. Tuatara possession.
Just some nerves now for the Giants. You know, obviously with Langley, it's his first gig out of college, and you know, hasn't been here long, so still trying to find his feet.
Defense, Nelson.
Webster, low, catch and shoot from the wing, short, rebound McNaught. Under a minute to go. McNaught running away from the foul, and he cops one from Ruben Tarangi.
Coach Pitcher just having a chat to Ruben Tarangi about the physicality of the foul. And possibly Alex McNaught sold it a little bit. There's always that concern with Alex in regard. He's had some concussion issues previously, and just see there a bit of contact, but nothing in it.
Alex McNaught to the line. Missed his last two. Missed his first one on this trip. Just to make it a 7-point game. Makes it. Here's Webster. McNaught right onto him. Lowe will bring the ball up. Sets the screen as he hands it off. Foul on Ingham.
Ingham a little bit confused, trying to get back and stop Rob Lowe's progression to the hoop, but Rob Lowe too smart there.
2 for 4 from the line so far, Rob Lowe. 15 points and 13 rebounds. He rattles his first in.
The last free throw from Alex McNaught just stretched the score out to 7, which is 3 possessions. Traditionally 3 possessions, unless the Giants are stupid enough to give up a 4-point play. But
second one rolls around, rebound Sam Dempster, and McNaught again cops the foul. You'd think maybe a smarter play would be Dempster to hold on to it, but he's limping around out there, Sammy D. I wonder if he's dealing with a bit of cramp.
Yeah, let's hope it has nothing to do with that plantar fascia problem. The thing with Sammy D is he won't want to get off the court either, because he's such a soldier.
I'll be interested to see what the Giants do, Phil, when their last piece of the roster arrives. The centre, whether it is Dempster who moves to the bench. McNaught made his last one, made that one. 85-78. 7-point game, 44 seconds to go.
I think Coach Fitchett would have, that's a luxury that the Giants will probably have, and the choice that he has to make. I can't think of a better option to have Sam Dempster coming off the bench for the Giants.
Tarangi uses every bit of time he can before picking the ball up low inside to Webster. Good hand from McNaught. Somehow, Corey Webster. Are you kidding me, Corey Webster? The man's a bucket. The man's a walking bucket. No matter how he gets him in, and again it's McNaught who's fouled.
Alex McNaught just padding his stats right now at the foul line.
Let's have a look at the GJ Gardner-Holmes replay. Tipped up, not even looking. Webster just bats it up into the air, and he still gets it to go.
Alex McNaught disgusted in that effort from Webster.
Leaves that one short, does McNaught.
An important one here again for the Giants, just to get out to that 7-point margin.
Makes it. 34 seconds to go. Here's Webster.
Tuatara on the fly.
Down the lane with his left hand, gets it to drop.
Fast break, make it 2.
It's Langley who gets it, who's fouled by Lowe.
Once again, fourth foul.
It's Kobe Langley who will head to the Chemist Warehouse stripe and try and keep just this Tuatara team at arm's length, Phil.
Yeah, and this is the type of game that it can turn into, is when it's a close game, it becomes a bit of a chess match from the foul line, and we coaches talk about this all the time. Is when you get into this part of the game, games are won and lost from the foul line. You got to make them. Got to make them at the crunch time.
Steadies himself. A 23-year-old playing his first professional game. It rattles around, it doesn't drop. Low with the rebound. Here come the Tuatara, still very much in this game. Fitzgerald fires it over. Tarangi, catch and shoot over Ingham. Tarangi. Oh, McNaught above everyone to tap the rebound to Sam Dempster, who takes a well-earned seat.
And Alex McNaught just flew off the ground there.
And it's Dempster who will gingerly make his way down to the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
Taking plenty of time to get down there just to suck in a few big ones to get that oxygen back in the body.
He's 1 for 2 from the stripe so far today is Sam Dempster.
Sam Dempster, your captain, number 10, sponsored by You Will Stop.
Misses the second McNaught there. Webster comes away with it. He's going to pull up, and Corey Webster from a long way back. Rebounded by Fotu. 12 rebounds for Dan Fotu. And it's Dan Fotu who'll go to the line. And a large round of applause for Sam Dempster. Back in year 16. As he makes his way to the bench. Well, I praise the Giants free throw shooting, and I have
the old commentator's curse to the whole team.
Aston Inwood, the sub for Sam Dempster, by the way. And Fotu misses them both. Player timeout for the Auckland Tuatara. 6-point game, 5 seconds to go. 5.3 seconds if I'm precise, Phil. We've seen it before.
We have, yeah, but it's tough for the Tuatara. But every point matters, so they've got every point matters in the NBL this year. So these guys will definitely play to the end.
Tarangi to low, finishes, and that'll do though. The Giants are on the board in 2024. '82. They beat the Auckland Tuatara. Kobe Langley on debut. After just 48 hours. Starts his professional career with a win. Well, it's Daniel Fotu again. And Daniel Greeder leading the way for the Giants, who welcomed back captain Sam Dempster for the first time in 2024. And we can hear from Sammy D, who's with Phil.
Well, here was Sam Dempster, captain of the Nelson Giants. First hit out for you, obviously cramping both calves. Tell us about it. How does it feel to get the first one at home?
Yeah, I mean, it was, to be honest, it was just awesome to be back out there. Huge to get a result against a great team. Yeah, really proud of the boys. I think we've had a tough few weeks, but we've held tough, and we keep improving, and yeah, excited for the season ahead.
And obviously Kobe Langley stepping into the team for the first hit out as well. Nice to have an import, another one on the way. Giants are not too far away from having a full squad, looking to step it up for the rest of the season.
Yeah, man, I think we're pretty excited. Kobe's a great piece for us, and whatever comes next is exciting for us too. But yeah, we like what we've got, and yeah, like I say, we'll just keep building on what we've started here.
Well, congratulations, enjoy the win, all the best.
Good to see Sam Dempster back on the floor of the Sal's NBL. And he helps his team to a first win of 2024. Corey Webster, well, he looked like he might have led the Tuatara right back into that one, and he did with his 25 points. Rob Lowe and Fotu battled all night on the board. Says Sam Dempster with his 7, Vodanovic with 9. It was a slugfest out there, Phil Jones, between these two teams.
Yeah, it sure was, and obviously the Giants managed to hang in there and make enough shots at the end, make enough free throws to keep the Tuatara at bay, but you know, that Tuatara team is going to be tough for the rest of the season. They get their full complement of players, as will the Giants, showing that they're going to be a tough team to play against here the rest of the season.
So the NBS Nelson Giants get on the board as we see the games coming up. Taranaki Airs tomorrow, 3 o'clock from New Plymouth, taking on the Phi. The Nuggets taking on the Saints Saturday night from Dunedin. And then 2 o'clock on Sunday, a grand final rematch. This Tuatara side back in action against the reigning champs, the Wheeler Motor Company, Canterbury Rams. Handshakes all round for this Giants side. We'll be happy to be on the board and maintain an unbeaten Sky Broadband Rapid League record. From myself, Hugh Bain and Phil Jones, thanks for joining us here at the Trafalgar Centre. We'll do it all again Wednesday night as the Sales NBL rolls on in 2024.